Yep.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Choose Your Roll, your favorite show on the internet, and the one thing all 10 dentists can agree on. I am your DM extraordinaire, AJ, as well as this upcoming Monday, you can catch me as Rykon Score, the Dark Jedi Mune, on the Holochronicles, and then starting in June, we're starting up a little One Piece game where I will be playing Clover, the Kuja Rogue, with her snake marinara and an intelligence of 7.
Don't forget Thursday.
Ah, yes, and catch us this Thursday, starting a new little mini-series called Home Sweet Homebrew, where those of us who could show up will be playing classes that we have never once touched, preferably homebrew ones, but homebrew subclass if you can't. It'll be a 3-part mini-series run by Micah, where I will be playing a Kobold Warlord, and I will make less than 10 attacks the whole time.
Damn.
Bro, why would I? I can not attack and give you another attack.
Why would I? I can tell people to attack for me.
Yeah, I have people to do that for me. Cat?
Hello, I'm Kat. I play Flora the Tiefling Wizard, and I will also be taking part in that One Piece game, but I have yet to make a character. Because I don't know anything about One Piece, so I have a lot of research.
You don't need to.
You
That's
really
the
don't.
best part.
It's probably better if you don't, because it means that you can't call them out on their lore being wrong.
Yeah.
Ah,
That's what I'm for.
Fuck.
I
give
do
a
it with Star Wars. Yeah, she's gonna play my character's big sister.
mm-hmm.
And you're gonna have to be the brains of the operation.
No, both of you need to
Oh
be
boy.
stupid, but you need
Yo,
to
if
believe
we-
that she's smart.
If you both want to be stupid, I'm down to be stupid.
And you both need to be stupid, but you need to believe that she's smarter.
I got a snake named Marinara. I'm ready. Rodin.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was my turn. Hello everyone, I'm Odin, I play Dahlia. I'm also the host for the Star Wars campaign, the Holochronicles, as well as soon-to-be the One Piece campaign that we'll be doing on the channel. Every other Monday, they'll kind of switch between each other, but yeah, it should be a lot of fun. I am very happy to see low intelligence characters, because I think they're some of the funnest people, or funnest characters you can have at the table.
Clover is the cook on the boat. She make a cupcake.
I love my 8 intelligence Gexy idiot.
She make the spaghetti.
Micah, talk,
I am talking.
or I
Can you
will
not
throw
hear
my
me?
snake at you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I
Okay,
couldn't
I will-
before.
Okay.
I saw.
He's just
Yeah, no,
impatient.
No, I'm not. I literally couldn't hear him.
Oh,
Like I saw his thing glowing and nothing.
I said she make the spaghetti.
Oh, okay.
Hello. I am the one known as Micah and Yordrick and Bridge, and possibly a very long name that you will find out at a later time for One Piece.
I forgot I did
This-
that.
No, we have it written down. This game, I'm Yordrick, the Turtle Warlock. In the Star Wars, I am Bridge, the ever-changing robot engineer. Soon to be in One Piece, I will be a redacted gunslinger. That's not redacted because I haven't decided yet. It's because it'll be a surprise.
It will be.
He is quite the surprise, I'll tell you that right now. And going into this week, I am going to be doing the Home Sweet Homebrew just as a way of... I finished a campaign that was going on for, what, 2 years, Toma?
2.5.
Yeah, I was running a game for 2.5 years. I decided I needed a break before I started another long campaign. This is a break, me running more D&D, that's the break.
It's in a setting he doesn't have to write.
Yeah, I just
Takes
kind of
a
go to
lot off of
AJ and
him.
ask, hey, what's this thing?
And then I make it up.
Yeah. It really saves on the brain power. But I'm gonna try to make it entertaining. I'm gonna try to do a bit more of like actual dungeoneering stuff, because I've never really done that effectively, I don't feel, in my games that I've run. So I'm gonna give it a go for this one.
Most don't. Oh, I'm Selkis. I play Palius in this one. I'm gonna be playing Nahir and Fahar in Home Sweet Homebrew
God damn
next week. Which is an interesting one. Technically, I'm playing 2 characters for that one. It'll be great. I'm gonna get Ratatouille.
What? Oh yeah.
Don't worry about it.
So, your subclass. Give me a minute.
Hi, I'm Toma. I play Scrap, and on Thursday I will be playing Tristan Laurent, Chevalier d'Emerald Eternel, the High Elf Magus.
Oh, he's French.
You.
Wait.
Even more ooh because the people in that country hate him.
And if you want to know what Broad and I are playing, you'll have to tune in.
That is
You
true.
already said what you were playing.
No, I didn't.
You said for the
I said
One
I'm
Piece
a-
game.
No, I didn't say the name of my character. It's got a great name.
You didn't say the name, but you said what you were playing.
Well,
Okay.
and Broad,
Is
I
it better
believe-
than Shador?
No one is better than Chador, but Micah don't like Chador. Also, I don't. Also, Rat Boys are not a player race here.
Aww.
That was a very early attempt at a one-shot, and you effectively one-rounded the boss. Of course, I'm
Thanks,
going to be
Bruno.
salty.
Don't be
You
mad at
learned
me.
something from it, though, didn't you?
Yeah, I can still be upset about learning something.
Don't be mad at me. Broden's the one who casted Fly and says, "Does it last for a while?" Yeah. Firebolt, firebolt, firebolt till I win.
It's just
Not.
good business.
Hey, Chador took himself down.
I will say that Micah has done a good job about having ranged options in his boss fight since then.
Good. See, because actually Chador couldn't even participate in that boss fight because everything resisted slashing or cold. As you know, we're immune. The cheese freezer didn't help me much.
No. Anyways.
Broden, I believe you have a recap for us.
Indeed. Last time we left off our adventurers. They were finishing up their downtime with most of the group heading over to the sauna in the Little Narabani district to relax. Where Yordra got a little too steamed and began a small amount of hallucinating. This is not typed properly. Dahlia and Flora before going went shopping for some ingredients, after which Dahlia and Flora began making 2 sets of dinners for Flora's date with Zedric. Flora, with a little whipping from Palius and words of encouragement from Dahlia, discovered a great talent with cooking, creating 2 rather delicious dishes for her date. To which the date went well, with a little bit of comedic fun happening, which led to a bit more fun for the 2 that night, but not before they both had a surprise piece of cake and coffee from Dahlia. After that night, the group set off on their journey, making a good distance to the mountains before the slight bit of tragedy struck. The wheel on the cart broke, and Tofu the Axebeak was slightly injured. With very little choice, the group relied on a large Palius to pull the now empty cart to the town, with Flora helping the Axebeak along. The group found a nice tavern with a stable to drop off their mounts at, where, by request of Flora, Dahlia sent word to Zedric that they made it to their destination without much issue, which did not go well. Dahlia, being the little trickster with not very good people skills, told Zedric that Flora loves him, and, well, that started a bit more than what she thought would happen. Flora, freaking out over the sudden forced confession that Dahlia put her in, decided to start drinking. Strap, being probably one of the most emotionally stable people in the party, went over to comfort her and shoo Dahlia when she tried to approach. Dahlia went for a walk. Scrap, with the help of Palius, was able to give great advice and help her work through her emotions. In the meantime, the group started to realize that Dahlia had not returned, and so Flora and Palius started to go look for her. Flora, being rather caught up and distracted with the constant studying between her and Zedric, was unable to find or really focus much on anything. While Palius stumbled across a large tree split in 2 with white glowing embers near the base of the cut. Suddenly, he found himself at the quote-unquote mercy of a blade to his throat. The assailant, however, said nothing, and as quickly as it happened, disappeared, without a trace or word. The two stayed up for the rest of the night to try and find Dahlia with no trace of her whereabouts, this causing Yordrick to walk into the woods, find a nearly completely frostbitten Flora, and bring her back to the tavern, where they realized that Dahlia had been upstairs all night asleep, but still seeming to be exhausted despite the fact. We continue now with our group taking one last day of rest before starting their treacherous climb to the top of the mountain.
Very good. You may earn your reroll, and I will pull out the die that really likes Selkis to see who starts us.
Selkis.
You.
Cycle.
You who?
Well, actually, Dahlia and Flora are asleep. I have to reroll that one.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
No, just an hour of them sleep.
Micah!
Oh,
Hello.
Yordrick.
Yes, you will begin with Scrap.
Oh.
Sips tea.
Was that a
How's it
joke?
going?
Scrap.
No.
Micah, that means you're with Scrap in a scene.
Oh,
Yes,
I thought
that
you were
means you-
saying. I thought you were trying to throw me off like Micah. Tell Scrap it's his time to go.
No.
No.
I rolled a 3, so it's your turn.
Again,
Okay.
sips tea. So how's it going?
Fine, I guess. He just has some coffee in front of him. I'm still questioning
Kato is
why.
also with you, so just go ahead. Just so you know.
Spell his name. I didn't.
C-A-T-O.
C-A-T-O.
Yep, Kato.
Oh, very simple. Okay.
Yep, the great Kato Sicarius, I mean.
It sounds like it should be spelled with a K, but I respect your options.
Oh. It's not, but have fun with that.
Yordrick just has some coffee. I'm still questioning why they wanted to chase why Flora wanted to chase a fox through the forest at night in snow in an unknown area to her.
I don't know. Why do mammals do anything?
Well, it could be. She thought it was some sort of spirit guide.
Are those common around here with the connection to the plane of ice?
It's not really based on the location. It's just if you believe that spirits are there to guide you. They could just. It's in the book as he pulls out the Codex Naturius that they just appear when they're needed.
Or they could have followed a random fox that was scared of them in the forest to freeze to death at night.
Oh yes, it could have just been a random animal.
That was the eventual outcome, it seemed, had I not found them. Well, Valius would have been fine for a while longer.
Man seems quite hardy against cold weather.
He's built different.
Is Flora not good with cold weather? I thought she had that whole ice thing going on.
No, she uses ice magic, but it seems she has no resistance to it.
She should work on that.
Maybe she uses it as a distance weapon to slow things down.
That would help her in combat.
So things cannot prey upon her frail constitution.
Yordrick is just sitting there thinking of all the times he's watched her get stabbed or attacked.
You know, I met a ship captain one time that used to use, like, rime ice to slow people down. It was pretty interesting.
Oh, really?
And where was this young lad?
Oh, it was down near
Not
the
on
docks.
water.
Back in Illyria.
Or did you meet him by sailing on his ship? Was it just in passing?
My friend Terry and I were at a, bar having a few drinks, and they were, stopping by and they told some stories and displayed a little bit of magic and showed it off. It's a she, I think.
Hey,
You know, I have some magical talents, but they're very hard to demonstrate.
Yes,
are
Micah.
they... I know what you're doing here. Are they destructive in nature, and thus not fit for gestures towards walls, indoor use?
Oh no, they're just hard to demonstrate. I have the ability to speak with animals, and well, it's a spell that aids in travel time. It's a little bit of a pep in your step, and very difficult to demonstrate.
So things that are not necessarily flashy, more utility.
Yes, back in my military days, I was a stealth sniper, believe it or not, as he gestures to his bigness.
You will kind of look at him for a second with that. Really?
It's all in the distance and technique. You know, if I crouch down, people just think I'm a rock.
Scrip's just like staring at him and blinking a couple times, just trying to picture it.
For reference, 6'11", 300 pounds.
I mean, if you're a
How
sniper,
far away
hopefully
were you?
Hopefully people weren't close enough to really inspect you, so...
Maybe 100 feet or so. I was a sniper.
What were you
so-
using?
He pulls out the longbow from his back. Oh, my old trusty companion here.
But AJ, you fool! If he took the long-range bow feat, he'd be able to shoot like 600 feet.
But Toma, get your power gaming out of this table.
It's not power gaming. It's just a really good feat for any ranged combatant.
He doesn't have feats.
But you see, if a warlock were to take the spell sniper feat and then take
And
the
he
one
bonks you with his
invocation-
bow.
No! Mile-long Eldritch Blast.
Actually, you can't. No, I've checked. You can't even get to a mile with the longest
Oh.
spell in the game. You can't even get to a
I-
quarter.
Even then, I feel like the problem of any map being large enough for that to matter.
Yeah. No, I've checked. You cannot even get to near a half mile.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Anyways,
So, about how long do you give them before they're done recovering from all that?
Oh, I'm okay with first aid, but I'm no trained medic. I don't know what is ailing them.
Yordra kind of looks at his wrist with nothing there. That seems long enough. He gets up and goes up to people's rooms and knocks on doors.
Nick, knock, knock, knock. You've been back for only a few hours.
Oh, I thought
No.
we took the long rest, because Yordrick also would have had the exhaustion, so he would have gone to bed.
Why would you have had the exhaustion? Didn't you stay at home?
Because,
No.
yeah, I had to stay up and go
Oh,
and
you
get
went
you
out the whole
guys.
night.
Yeah. No, this is just after you got back.
Oh,
It is the morning, but it's just after you guys got back.
I misunderstood then. I apologize.
Well, too late. Here you are. Gotcha.
Well, no, it's more of just if I don't want Yordrick to have disadvantage on everything, and he's got exhaustion too.
Sometimes you just do.
I mean, if everyone else is gonna nap, he's gonna go take a nap.
Well, he did seem like the slow and tired sort.
Is that some kind of dig on him being a turtle?
Doubt. I have just met you, and yet, so I will refrain from some righteous fury for you assuming I am a racist.
Hmm.
You
the
would
one
do
who
well
said
not
it.
to assume that would... Yes, he is walking away slowly, and he is grumpy. Son, the fact that that is your go-to response is a lot more about the detriment of your character than it does of mine.
Uh-huh.
My advice to you is if you wish to keep these friends, maybe stop being so much of a cynic.
Yeah, I'll stop doing that when they start trusting each other.
Maybe treat strangers better, as he's going to get up and leave. He's not having it.
Scrap sips his tea and has won the conversation.
I'm the last one.
You
sitting
won
right
by him not throwing you into that fire. Punching you square in your little kobold face. Remember,
Also,
don't just start
fuck
calling
him.
people racist.
Fuck him,
You
I
just
was
said-
defending Yordrick.
No, you just straight up assumed he's a racist. That's just shitty behavior from you.
He said something that sounded racist. I was
You
confirming.
chose to go there instead of assuming that he's being a good person, just being a guy. So again, that still says more about you. And we're in a time skip for a few hours where Dahlia gets up.
Yeah. You would just get dressed and go
Riveting
downstairs. Yeah. He just gets dressed and goes downstairs. See who's around.
It is just Scrap all alone because he drove people away.
I'm reading a book.
She'll approach him. What are you reading?
I don't know what. Do they have anything here?
They don't have a library here.
It's probably one of your books.
Then in that case, I'm just going over some of the stuff that we've done to see if I've missed anything.
Have we?
I mean, 90% of everything we've done in the last month or two has been in that godforsaken snake pit, but
Yeah.
other than that, no. I mean, there's the whole business with the cult and whatnot, but
Well, I wanted to go see if I can find some stuff around the town. Have you got a climbing kit?
I don't think so.
We may need to go grab one. You coming with?
So is that it? What's happening?
Just thinking. Yeah, okay.
See if we can talk along the way. Yeah, she'll pick up a conversation though with Scrap as they go.
Okay, as you walk out, it's a blustery day with a lot of wind blowing up the snow.
So how you doing? You know, just in like general.
I'm a little annoyed
What
for a
about?
couple of reasons.
Alright, well I'm sure I'm probably part of those reasons, so let me hear them.
I mean, you're tangentially related to the reasons.
That's close enough. She's racking her brain about what that word means. Just
Well, first reason I'm kind of annoyed is because it seems like no one in this group seems to just trust each other to handle their own shit.
that's fair.
The second reason is apparently I have a bad character. He does air quotes.
Bad character?
Yeah, apparently because something sounded like it might be off to me and I asked someone if it was off, they assumed that I was calling them out on it, and that makes me a bad person.
That sounds like they're just insecure.
That's what I thought.
Well,
It's another mammal thing, isn't it?
I don't know. Honestly, at this point, I don't know. But, you know, I just wanted to say thank you for, shooing me away last night. You know.
The reason that I brought that, you're welcome.
I don't think I was the best person to talk to Flora in that moment. I fucked up. I thought that maybe this was something they've already dealt with because, I mean, she slept with him a couple times. I kind of figured, you know, they were kind of going steady. I guess not. It kind of confused me a little bit, though I do have to recognize I fucked up. And I just wanted to say that, you know, I feel like people need to give you more credit for your ability to relate to them. You know, I feel like sometimes people forget that kobolds, you know, well, cold-blooded, you know, you guys still feel. You know, people I feel like assume that you don't just because of it.
I mean, couple of statements related to that. I kind of understand where you were coming from, because I too think it is weird that they did not talk about that beforehand at this point. But also, I haven't done really a super great job of letting people know that I feel the same way that they do, I guess because I'm logical or whatever.
Yeah, but I know. I know you do. Say, I don't think we'd be really friends if you weren't even a little bit so you know. Also, I've been thinking we really need to hang out more, even if it's like me, you, and Terry or something, because the 6 months that we've been a group, and by the way, have you noticed it's been 6 months already? It's fucking weird.
He pulls out the journal that he was reading earlier and just does a couple of quick calculations.
Yeah, you pull it out.
I've been in my lab that long.
Yeah, you pull it out, and it's a son of a bitch type beat.
Yeah. I know, we need to hang out more, I feel like we just haven't done stuff. I've been wanting to know if you wanted to, like, make fireworks with me again sometime. Just kind of make some explosives.
Sounds awesome. Maybe not while we're on the mountain with the snow that can fall
No,
on us, though.
no, I was thinking after we're done with the mountain thing.
Johnny Fireworks. Oh.
Yeah, we can do that. I would have gone with you guys to the sauna or whatever, but I had stuff that was kind of last minute to do.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't want to interrupt you with your work. You're kind of in your element when you do it.
Yeah. Do we know where we're going? Is there a specific shop we're going to?
I'm just looking around for any, like, climbing... I mean, this is a mountain town. They have to have, like, winter clothes and, like, climbing gear.
Yeah,
Are there any, like...
You do find a mining supply store.
You can check in there.
Yes, it's called the Deep Shaft.
Nice.
I don't want to go in there. But you would begrudgingly go. Fine.
Looks around at your other options. Denied.
Fine. Last thing though, how you doing with the info with Lugner's group?
I mean, I feel bad for them, but
I mean,
it's not really a ton I could have done unless I wanted to tell everyone that demons are real and be branded crazy.
True. I mean, I just know that, like, you're rivals with him, but they both give somewhat of a shit about the other. Like,
I think the experience humbled him.
well,
He was way more calm addressing me than I've ever seen him. Well, since before the rivalry started, at least.
Humbling's not the worst thing that could happen. I mean, God knows I could use some.
I think he got a little bit of that last night.
Yeah. Can I tell you a secret real quick? As a friend?
Okay.
I don't know how I got back to the hotel.
Neat. I don't know either.
Well, that's rather unfortunate. Okay. She's like,
What's
well,
the
shit.
last thing you remember?
I remember being in the woods. I was angry with myself. I started hitting a tree with my sword, and I passed out.
I don't think that's very good for your sword, but that also doesn't seem very good for you.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what happened. All I know is that I woke up in my bed, and I figured you all just, must have come and found me, and then, took me back to the room. But clearly not if, they were out all night searching for me.
Are you sure that there's nothing really weird besides the, burning with that sword?
Strap, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I have no fucking clue anymore.
We should maybe look into that when we get back to it later.
I've been trying to look into it. There's very little information about this thing.
And your grandpa won't tell you.
I'm not sure what his deal is. He's a little stubborn. He just either doesn't know or he keeps dodging the question. Knowing him, it could be both. kinda wish
What?
my dad was still alive. He'd get it out of him.
How'd you get it again?
He gave it to me.
Your dad did?
No, my grandpa. My dad knew about it.
He ever tell you any stories about it?
No. Just something they had. He has a second sword, but it's not, I guess, as... She puts up air quotes. Special? It's just lightning damage. My cousin's constantly gunning for that fucking thing.
And he'll never get it.
Does your grandpa have that one too?
Yeah, my grandpa still has that one. It's supposed to go to my cousin, but he's kind of a fucking prick. And my grandfather will never admit it, but it's the same reason why he'll never give it.
Take my shock stick.
Well,
Yeah,
if
so-
you ever black out like that again, let me know, and I'll see if it correlates anything.
Alright. Gotta really hope not. Cause it's exhausting!
I mean, the whole situation kind of is, but which part specifically are you referring to?
I just feel lethargic, like my body is just like, ugh.
Can... Do I see anything wrong with Dahlia?
Yeah, she has faint bags under her eyes. Her posture's just a little drooped. Nothing horrible, but just like seen better days.
Yeah, you don't look like you slept all that well.
I mean, I feel back to 100% in terms of magic, but... Like... Yeah. I don't know. I'm slowly feeling better.
You say that and he thinks for a second. Dahlia, do you sleepwalk?
Not that I'm known, and I've slept next to you all, so... Wouldn't you all know?
Sometimes it's a symptom developed from stress. And we kinda... He does quotes, killed a alleged god.
Bitch-ass snake. I don't know. We can look into it later.
I mean, the only reason I say it is because it sounds like you were able to get your mind to rest by sleeping, but maybe your body didn't rest.
Oh god, that would suck.
Something to keep an eye on, because, if you start walking around, we're gonna have to tap bell to you or something, because I'm not having that.
Alright, well... Just make sure I don't walk out into the mountain, like, winter, while we're up there.
I will do my best.
Thank you. Enter the store.
Can't move my mouth full, you son of a bitch. Okay, so you enter the store, and there is a Goliath woman in a simple white blouse with a patched up apron, just putting items on a shelf with her back to you.
Excuse me?
Ah, hello. Can we help you?
Hi, we're going up into the mountains. I was hoping to see if you had any climbing gear or winter clothing we could purchase.
Oh, yes, we have some right this way, but what is the nature of your expedition?
Oh, I think we're helping to relocate an ice drake that's lost its mate.
Oh, yeah, we've been hearing that thing's wails from all the way down here.
Oh.
Oh, they tend to pair up till one of them's gone, and imagine your partner's just gone forever. But we do have things right this way. She does lead you to some basic climbing kits on the shelf, each marked costing 20 gold pieces.
And do you have the winter clothing?
Oh, yes.
Who in our party doesn't have winter clothing? Because I know Scrap has it. It's right there on my sheet.
No, I was just gonna lean down to strap Flora.
Thank you, Dahlia.
Sorry I didn't get any winter clothing.
And she was worried about you.
Yeah, I need to talk to her about that a little bit, but now I'm worried about her, okay? I don't need her freezing to death on me.
I mean, it sounds like you're right to worry about her. She didn't even get winter clothing. I would have, but someone got it for me.
Honestly, I was shocked by that. I thought about it as we were leaving. I almost tried to put in an order for soup to get you some. I was gonna have it so I could like heat up little rocks and put it in there, so that way you could stay warm easier. But I didn't get that in time.
So, she just basically says, and how big is this person?
Dolly's just gonna like measure herself and then like go up a little bit, like about. She'll estimate
like,
Flora.
Didn't you like
Okay.
design a dress for her? Don't you have those
Oh
measurements?
shit, you're right. He's gonna just fumble around.
Thank you, Scrap, you little mystery mouse gatool.
she'll find the exact measurements and hand them over.
She just Scrap's a special character that'll help us later.
Fuck later, he helped me now.
So yes, as you get there, and she nods and says, "I'll have to go dig in the back. If you'd give me just a moment."
All right. Do you think we should pick us up more climbing gear up for others, or?
I mean,
Does
it
anyone?
doesn't hurt to have multiple sets of it, but as far as I understand, you just need to have at least one or two so that someone can get the climb started and the rest people can use the rope.
All right. I'm gonna buy 2. If you want to get one yourself, that's up to you.
Okay, so she's gonna come back with this heavy, it's almost like big brown coat
Mhm.
with mittens and fur sticking around the collar, the cuffs, and the hem.
Oh, I like this. This is pretty.
Oh, it's a bit rustic for the more
Oh.
fashion-forward, but bear fur will keep you warm in any temperature.
How heavy is a climbing kit?
Let's look. She do it here.
Climber's kit is 12
12 pounds.
I can barely carry one, but I don't know if I need to.
Mm.
I can hold on to it for you.
That feels like it defeats the purpose a little bit.
Well, no. I mean, if we come up to a section, I just give it to you.
Hmm.
I mean, I doubt we'll have to climb the entire thing.
Yeah, you imagine you get the rock to the thing. It's just a smooth vertical wall.
Yeah.
Just Yordrick puts his hands on his hips. Geology is a marvel.
Yordrick just licks it. This was carved.
Do you know how long it takes to get up to the top of the mountain?
Assuming competence.
Oh yeah, I thought you were asking Scrap.
No, she's just asking the lady who's lived here.
Well, all the way to the peak, it's pretty long journey, but I'm not sure. This drake don't live up in the peak. It lives closer to the base where it can get down into the forest.
Okay.
But her sightings have been few and far between. But you have to be careful for Winterbell.
Winterbell?
Guardian of the mountain is ancient white dragon.
Oh.
Quite the sight to behold when you can find her, but she protects this territory.
When's the last time they were sighted?
Let me see, and I roll a d20. Oh, I can't quite recall. I've been too busy trying to keep this place afloat. The mining expeditions haven't been coming in lately, and we got to do what we can.
So, like, they were mining on the mountain?
Don't you know this mountain is home to the mines that supply most of the iron for your fancy city?
I have heard of an iron shortage recently. I wonder if it has anything to do with the Drake or the dragon. That or the iron mines are drying up, but that's not a good thing.
Plot twist, someone just put a sign in front of the mine that says, "Don't go in here."
That's all it took.
Well,
They couldn't afford to give the skeletons whips anymore.
let's see. How much is it for the 3 climbing gear and the coat?
Okay, coming all together, the climbing kits are 20 apiece, so that'll be 60 gold just for those. Scrolling up in our Discord messages. And 5 gold pieces for this nice hearty winter clothing.
She's gonna try to haggle.
Make me an offer. Your total right now sits at 65.
Could you do 55?
Well, we did persuasion check first while she grumbles.
22.
Okay, she looks at it, sees that a lot of things have been collecting dust on her shelf, and just says, well, we definitely could use the business with few climbers coming up here. So, I'll tell you what. I'll give you this for 55, and should you find any wild berries up in the mountain, bring some down. It's been a while since someone's been able to get to them.
Alright.
You are given the stuff, and the stuff is taken from you.
Scrap, can you give 15 gold for yours?
I can. Didn't we have like a bunch of gold in a bag of holding?
That's like the guild money, I think, right?
Yeah.
I would argue that getting climbing gear to keep guild members alive is part of guild expenses.
I would too.
I mean
it's
that's
a tax
that's
write-off, but-
fine. I mean that's fine. If the I'll subtract
It looks
5
like there's
gold.
only 10 gold in there.
Oh, yeah, we have. spent.
Don't trust. I say trust the spreadsheet.
No.
Don't trust the handouts.
Oh, yeah.
Well then, Flora, what's the spreadsheet?
Yeah,
say?
only cat notes.
Currently, we are sitting at 242 gold pieces.
So, yeah, minus 55 gold, and we'll just label it winter gear.
Works for us here.
Okay.
All right.
We got the money in there. We might as well use it.
Yeah, I was waiting for someone
Literally.
to use the money.
All right. I just wasn't sure we had access to it. That was my thing.
Well, I say, and not your personal. You don't have access to your bank account, but I assumed you carried a lot of guild money with you.
That's fair.
I mean, it's also a thing where unless we're like completely out of money, we can just say we exchange the money later.
Hey, we can't give a guild right of credit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, go take this to any bank or any
You
place
guys
that
are
accepts it.
reputable. At this point, I'll say you are reputable.
Yeah.
You may not be well known, but people who do know who you are would be like, okay, they're not thieves.
Yeah, they're good on it.
Okay, so you get back.
Crap, I need to tell Flora not to let Shank pull out a line of credit.
Yeah, I'd do that.
Is there anything else we can be helping you with? Torches, extra food, fire starters.
How long do
I
you?
think all of.
What? How long did you say it takes to get to the top?
She rolled a 3. She does. No. She said it can
all
take
right.
days and days and days.
Days and days and days. Until I was checking her bag for the amount of food.
I mean, according to the group inventory, there's 70 rations in there, but that might also be wrong.
No, it is. It's right. It's right. I bought rations last session. So
Plus, you were given a lot of them by track.
we have 2 weeks worth of food.
Ooh, Chuckle's in my shop.
No, I was just thinking about what if someone's like, or some enemy is climbing towards us on the mountain. I just cast the Wand of Butterfingers on them.
Exactly. Oh, I don't like the Wand of Butterfingers.
I mean, my problem with it right now is I can't attune to it because I'm attuned to things already.
Go give it to someone else.
But
yes. So
we have 2 weeks worth of rations. Is what Dolly will tell Scrap. It's like, do we need more? Do we need less?
I feel like there's a possibility that we could find stuff while we're up there to pad it out a little bit. And also, if we're spending two whole weeks up on the mountain, maybe we should come back and resupply.
Honestly, if I can be honest with you, I'd hope we can get this done in less than a week and a half.
I'd hope so too. I don't want to freeze to death.
It's not a fun fate, if I'm being honest with you, young man.
Alright, well...
But I will tell you that there is wildlife up there.
That's good.
Them drakes and dragons got to survive on something.
Good
Nothing
point.
to the forest.
Good night. There's some forests up there, they're just sparser.
Well,
If you can find a place on this planet without life, then that's how you know you're in a bad spot.
I'd say we go with what we got. If we find that we're running low, we turn back.
A sound strategy for any sort of luxury expedition. Well, good day with you.
Bye.
Have a good day. Can I help Dahlia carry this stuff out?
Yeah, imagine 3 large climbing gears a little
Yeah,
heavy.
you basically Scraps just got a big old fur coat covering his entire body.
Dahlia's wearing 3 backpacks, heading back.
And you get there, and then I'll say Palace is awake because... Actually, no, Flora, because Flora has early riser.
Oh, that's true.
Flora is literally built to take half sleep.
So one of those climbing kits is mine then?
Yep. One's mine, one's Flora's, one's...
Flora. You're alone.
your, mine, Flora. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I have cold weather clothes and then cold weather clothes. 2!
Yeah,
Well,
because
but-
you had some, but then I think Palace bought you some more.
Yeah, you have extra. Look at you go, fashion forward Scrap.
Great.
But yes, Cat, you wake up and you're alone.
I'll head downstairs and see if anybody's down there.
Been up by now. We'll call this 2 p.m.
Imagine the next person close to waking up is Palace, since Georgia went to bed a little bit later.
Mhm. Once. Twice.
I guess they're dead.
No Palace.
No, what do you want me to do? I thought Flora was gonna do a thing.
I asked if
I
you
thought Flora
were
was coming
awake
down.
by now. I expect you to listen.
Well, no, you said you thought I was, but then you said no, Flora is because Flora
Well,
has early
and-
riser. So then I was like,
And
oh.
then
okay,
I
like,
asked
wait.
if you would be awake right after.
Oh, like right after. Okay.
Yeah,
Like
because
right
Cat
after.
Kat was asking if anyone else is up.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I mean,
Sick.
I imagine he's up. I don't know if he's left the room yet. I mean, you can knock.
You can. I mean, because you're alone in your own in the girls' room, Cat.
Yeah, I'll walk out and look for the guy's room and knock quietly, just in case. Kind of sneak in.
You barge your way past Palace, and here you are.
Sneak into the guy's room?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Whoa.
you said it was unlocked.
Flora, why are you crouched?
I'm just
Must have been the wind.
trying not to wake up anybody who might still be asleep.
Well, I think Yodrick and Scrap are already gone. I'm alone. And I don't know where Dahlia's at. I imagine you know that.
She was here last night, so
It's last night all over again. They don't know where Dahlia is.
If you want to go chase her out into the woods again, I'm not coming with you. You can freeze to death.
that's perfectly fair. She's probably fine. They probably just went out to get a few things.
I thought Cat was gonna pull out. Don't mind if I do.
Don't mind if I do.
Round 2, baby, let's go.
I got this.
New personal record.
I actually had a few things I was hoping to find before starting this trip, so
Just
go ahead,
goes
I'll
out
do that.
there and starts Terminator running at a fox.
I will learn your secrets.
I won't be tricked a second time.
You know, Flora, the next time we go on a trip like this, it really would be a smart idea if the rest of you would buy all of your supplies in the major metropolitan city, rather than the town right next to the mountain that probably has a lot less things.
Yeah, well, I'm used to everything being provided for me.
Top lady appreciates your business.
Mhm.
Well, the times have changed, right? Not the woman you once were, right?
Yep, I'm getting used to it.
Alright, fine, let's go look at what this village has to offer.
Heads out here, like, damn it, where's the quartermaster? Fuck, I'm the quartermaster.
Literally.
Wait, yeah, literally. Wait, that's me. So as you guys are going downstairs, you do see Kato just sitting by the fireplace, reading his Codex Naturius, as is his wont to do.
Hey, Kato, how are things?
Ah, good day. I'm afraid I had a less than pleasant interaction with your kobold friend.
Oh, he didn't throw any bombs around. Well, actually, this place is still standing and not engulfed in flames, so I think he's probably fine. What happened?
Oh, I simply said that Mr. Yordrick was getting up and he was getting a little bit slow about it as he was quite tired and he assumed that was a racial jab.
Oh, because of the whole total thing?
Just a default assumed it was discriminatory.
I think the fact that he assumed that I assumed that says more about
You're
his
not there. You're not there,
The
Mr.
silent ghost of Scrap.
Yeah, be silent, Mr. I'm projecting.
Oh, yeah, I do actually think there's been a bit of a... I don't really know what it is about him, but he seems to refer to every single humanoid that isn't scaly as mammals.
Sounds racist in and of itself.
Yes, a little.
Well,
I'm sure he probably didn't mean anything by it. Scrap usually isn't the sort to start things.
well, I
He's
commend
usually
you for your patience.
He also has the tendency to say things that don't... He usually means something completely different than what can be assumed.
Oh, do not worry, I am much too mature to bear much ill will.
Scrap usually just says whatever's on his mind in the moment. Sometimes without proper forethought. I'll chat with him, see what his side is. I'm sure this won't be a problem in the future.
Well, madam, you look a lot less, frozen.
Yeah, feeling better.
No, extra strenuous movement in the joints, nothing hurting too bad?
No, everything seems to be good.
Bully. Well, if you wish to have a private conversation, I'm happy to leave it to your devices, and I apologize for interrupting.
Well, actually, I think Flora wanted to go find some more supplies, so we're going to be heading into town to get some here anyways.
Ah, there is a shop with a rather unfortunate name.
Oh?
Oh, I will leave you for that to discover for yourself. That is half the fun.
Ah, I love surprises. Alright, Flora, let's go find this mystery shop then.
As you leave, I will say, good time you do bump into Scrap and Dahlia on the street. Well, Dahlia and a fur monster.
Dahlia, you alright? You're looking a little heavy.
Yeah, I bought 3.
I'm assuming this is after the story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I bought 3 things of climbing gear. Also, she's gonna like set them down. Strap, can I have that?
It's like, has to like fumble his way out of it, but he does give it to you.
Thank you. This is so you don't freeze to death. Just gonna awkwardly hand it to Cat.
You are presented with a large bearskin coat.
Oh, you know, I appreciate it. I really was underprepared for this. Thank you for thinking of me.
Also, I'm sorry for yesterday.
Honestly, it's okay.
No, it's...
I don't...
Flora, it's not. It's not the first time that I have done something or said something that has caused issues. Not just with you, but with others. And I'm sorry.
Well, honestly, I hope it brings you comfort to know that you really did just bring up something that needed to be talked about anyways.
Yeah, but it wasn't for me to bring up.
Listen, I don't have any hard feelings over it. And, well, I can tell you all about what we talked about, if you'd like.
She does prick up at that a little bit. Like,
I will give you all the gossip.
All of it, all of it?
The bits I choose to.
Vague.
That is fair.
Right, well, what now, champ?
I'm assuming with that sort of attitude, it at least went well enough.
God, I hope so.
You know, for a conversation in your head.
She's blushing right now.
Right. So, Dahlia,
Hmm.
what was the name of the shop you got all of these things from?
you see Dahlia go red for a second, redder.
Oh my god, she's normal.
Oh, two at once.
Are you two okay? You're changing color.
You know,
My hair always
Thought you
changes
were-
colors. Strap, what was the name of that store again?
No,
Oh,
Dahlia, I asked you. Why won't you say it?
It's slipping my mind right now.
Oh, sure.
We were in there for so little time.
Well, it must have left quite the impression on you.
No, not really. I really liked the fur coat that they had there. You know, they may have more.
My mind.
Mm-hmm.
Is it really that strange of a name?
You know, it's right down the road. You could just take a look.
Oh, why don't you come with us? Here, I'll even take some of these bags off you.
Oh, that's not necessary. You know, I wouldn't want to ruin the experience being there. It's really it's a one-time thing to see the shop.
Oh no, you should come with. You can
No.
You can have your gossip with
What is
Flora along the
happening?
way.
It wasn't anything special. I'm so confused.
You know what? I promised Strap that we would not be doing this. I completely understand, Strap. I apologize. I believe it was called the Hollow Shaft.
Now, was that so hard?
I thought it was like deep shaft or something.
Dahlia's laughing a little bit. She just looks at you. You did that on purpose. You're a fucking asshole, but you did that on purpose. Like, she's genuinely laughing at that.
I'm staring at you guys laughing for a second, and then he like goes over it again in his head, and he goes, "Oh, weird."
Alright, fine, let's
Oh.
go.
Flora, was there anything else that you actually needed, or was this sort of clothing what you were looking for?
There were a few other things I was hoping I might be able to find.
Alright, fine. Not really doing anything else right now, so I'll still come with.
Oh, who here all has climbing gear? I wasn't sure if anyone bought some beforehand.
I bought some pythons, rope, climbing gear, an extra bit of clothing for scrap.
Alright.
Should be fully stocked back there.
Alright,
Make some potions of climbing if we need them.
that would be great. I have bought 2 weeks worth of rations. I figured we could go up for a while. Try to get the job done, and we find that we're running low, we'll just come back down real quick. We can also try to harvest stuff up there. Apparently there's wild berries up there.
Okay, something to look out for. Did you get a description of them?
Okay, this is the player not remembering them.
We weren't given a description.
Yeah, I don't think you were given one.
He was in private.
Okay, okay.
Currants and cranberries. A black currant it's a blackberry that grows on a bush. Kind of looks like a cranberry, but you jump up the sugar content.
Okay.
Dahlia will
I think
Dahlia will
I'm
like
just
draw a picture of like what they should look like, just in case.
I just
Yeah.
want to make sure that we're not going to accidentally either pick the wrong kind or pick something poisonous.
Why did these just say death written on them, plain as day? Oh, that can't be
There's
that
a
bad.
skull and crossbones on the flower. Kind of on the nose.
Well,
The plant even is called "Don't Eat Me" bush.
if you guys are gonna go, is it alright for me and Scrap to head back actually? Because I do want to start working on something very small.
The flower is just called In Memory of Jim. Who's Jim?
The guy who discovered it.
I suppose you can, though, although, Scrap, you might want to at least, come to an understanding with Kato, then.
What? Why?
Not about the whole racism comment. Maybe a small apology would do.
Sort of blinks for a second. Why do people always misinterpret what I say?
I mean, you did effectively accuse him of being racist, yes.
I asked for clarification. I didn't accuse him of anything.
Right, but by insinuating that, you know...
If everyone
I don't
else
insinuate. That's something you guys do.
Scrap. It may have.
You know when you say you guys like that...
What? You guys have done it in front of me several times.
You guys, the
What do
four
you mean
of
by
you.
you people?
I
Dahlia's
didn't say you people. I said you guys, referring to you three specifically.
Dahlia just has her hand over her mouth, just laughing hard. Just.
I don't know. I'm slowly turning to Scrap's
Look-
side on this one.
He looks at Dahlia and looks back at Dahlia, squints. You're fucking with me, aren't you?
I'm always fucking with you a little bit. But seriously, though, I mean, just, I don't know, be a bit more careful with him. He seems fine and comfortable with it, but... well, I'd like for our guide to stay on our good side, so...
If anything, a simple apology for a misunderstanding would probably do the trick.
I genuinely
He'll
think it may
probably
have just
apologize.
been a misunderstanding. Yeah.
That's what I think it is.
Fine, I'll apologize that my intentions were not clear.
I'll go with him on this one.
Dahlia, you help him with this one.
Yeah, I'll.
Scrap, that you need a chaperone.
What? I didn't say I would apologize that he misunderstood me. That's entirely different.
I'm sorry that you think you need an apology.
No, he very specifically chose the words that he did to not sound like that.
Oh, I know, but it's a reference.
I'll
I
help.
know.
I'll help
Listen,
smooth
it's
things
not a
over
big
if
deal.
needed.
Yeah, listen, it's not a big deal. He doesn't seem that broken up over it. He seems an older sort who's a bit more matured. I think just honestly coming to an agreement, explaining both your sides calmly will probably lead to a good outcome.
I mean, I'll do my best, but I can't make any guarantees.
Well, you'll have Dahlia there for that.
I am
You'll help.
somewhat good with talking to people. Somewhat.
Alright, but we need to get you better at negotiating contracts. You know some lawyers back in Leo.
Wasn't that Xander guy also a lawyer?
I talked to Xander. I like Xander.
He can't teach to lockpick for shit.
Taught me how to sneak really well. Did you know they had a
Maybe it's
skeleton?
your students' issues.
Did you know that they had a skeleton there that when you like play the ribcage, it sounds like a xylophone?
I'm so in for can hear everything and hate it.
I don't know if that's normal. Never really tried to do that.
Okay, next time if you go into the room and you see a skeleton, try it. It was really cool.
I don't.
I played.
He looks about and he looks like- Is this like a weird thing?
I played
have
an
no idea.
entire
Flora, come on, let's go get
song
some
on it.
supplies.
Yeah. Oh, y'all might want to just make sure Yordrick is okay as well. He was sort of out there last night as well.
Yeah, but from the sounds of it, he wasn't gone that long to find you guys. I think he's just sleeping.
I mean, we can still check up on him, sure, yeah, but
Maybe he's just stepping on the beach.
Do.
The brain cell.
The
Alright,
brain
well-
cell strikes again.
That was it.
Lance and Flora
That was
going
the
to the shaft.
same gosh darn time.
Let's put in the chat if you also just did that.
So, we were just with scrapping them for a while, so we are going to go with Pallius and Flora. I did not just accidentally a ship name.
Better not. She has a boyfriend.
Yeah, I don't want Florius in the chat.
Could be a lot worse.
A
What?
lot of things that could be worse.
What?
It'd be Yordrick and Dahlia.
What, Scrawlia? Scrap and Dahlia?
That's
Oh,
that's
no.
weird.
Or is Skrugner more of the crap
AJ,
ship?
you're the one who
Of
just
course,
put that in
it's
chat.
No, that's Toma's username, motherfucker.
Toma, you
That's
just put
not
that
my-
in chat, you bastard.
Yeah, that's not my username.
I am 3 drinks
The
down
username explains the behavior.
and under some stress, so.
What do you mean 3 drinks down? We've only been playing for less than an
I
hour.
I have
It's an hour and a half on stream.
I have had a day, mate.
So yeah, we're gonna go to Flora and Pallius. They go into the deep shaft.
Gotta work the shaft.
Thank you.
Get out of here,
Oh my
pervert.
God.
That's what the person
That's
who
what it's
runs
called when
it.
you apply there.
Every time she
No,
starts
see,
with,
that's
well,
what their
I'm gonna work the
slogan needs
shaft.
to be. It needs to be deep shaft, and then just their slogan: "We work the shaft."
Hey.
We help you work the shaft.
Anyways.
Trying to run a business.
Anyways.
Yeah. So, you two do things. Poke.
Well, Flora, you're the one who wanted those supplies.
You really are.
Yeah, I'll walk in, sort of look around for a minute. Okay, so I'm looking for some lanterns.
Did you say that out loud or?
Yeah.
Okay. And yes, a very towering Goliath woman just comes in and says, "Oh, we have some here. We have the bullseye kind and the hooded kind. Which would you prefer?"
The hooded ones, actually.
How into
Thinking-
this is Pallius?
Oh,
I got back.
a legally
He
acceptable amount.
didn't even hear me.
Sorry, no, I had to get a sandwich from family that were dropping it by.
A legally acceptable amount.
So what did I miss? What's going
A towering Goliath woman, and then I asked how into this is Pallius.
Oh, I thought you were
well,
gonna say he's just really into hooded lanterns.
No, I'm just asking because it's kind of funny because he almost seems to have that kind of a type.
As she brings you one off of a shelf of quite a few. Oh, these are simple. They cost about 7 gold pieces in this economy with 1 charge of oil.
Whew. Okay, so how much would it run me for the lantern and maybe about 8 flasks of oil to go with it?
She is going to go see if she has that much, so feel free to discuss.
Careful, Scrap will burn the whole mountain down.
Oh no.
So what else are you actually looking for besides just the oil and lanterns then?
Well, I was thinking of potentially something to help us start fires and maybe a hunting trap.
No, the oil could help with that.
And I'm
I've
not
got a hunting trap back at the inn. If we want another, we can have that.
it's something to help, you know.
So yeah, I think the party does have 1 hunting trap.
I've
And I
also
was
got a
also-
bullseye lantern and 5 flasks of oil back home.
Well, good.
No.
More the better.
Oh,
Say,
well, there we go.
Don't take a mountain lightly.
Back home
Yeah.
or here?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying, like, we've got even more, so, like...
Oh, I know.
We're
Well,
doing
that
it right
works
now.
because I was gonna get 2 lanterns. Now I don't need to.
Okay, so she comes in with a box just jingling with glass oil flasks. Oh, well, I was able to dig this out to the back. Got it all in one case. This will run you about 1 gold piece for the box.
Excellent. I was also wondering if you had any. This might be kind of strange, but any type of chalk? Maybe something with a red color?
She will then now go back to looking in the back. It's a maybe, but I'll take a look.
What do you need chalk for?
To mark our path.
Oh, like along the cliff face.
Cliff face, tree, whatever we need. Sort of something to help us keep our way. I know we have a guide, but just in case.
Oh, we could do
Say
that if
someone
we
gets
run out.
separated.
Cat, do you
Run out
have
of
copper
chalk,
on your person?
Believe I do.
Okay, she brings out a box of it. Only comes in
Yep.
packs of 5, so that's 5 copper total.
Okay.
If you have it, yeah.
And
Is there anything else that we can... We really appreciate the business. That's two customers in one day. Usually we have slower days.
No,
well,
you don't get
perhaps
a lot of
a
business, honey.
second hunting trap wouldn't be a bad thing.
Now, it's a little rusty, but I do have one.
Something's better than nothing.
She will dig it out of a box. She's wanted to give it to you for cheap, but the rust gives it a chance to break.
Oh boy, tetanus.
She will sell you the tetanus trap for 2 gold pieces because it's sort of something she can't really sell.
Yeah, that's really all I can think of. Dahlia was kind enough to get that coat for me.
Ah, you're the last who got the big coat. Genuine
Yes.
bear fur. Made
Really?
right here in this shop. Found one hibernating, we took her right out.
Oh,
Oh, what's that look? Safest time to hunt a bear.
It's a good point. And they're fattened up either as well, so the pelt should be a little bit bigger.
yeah. Well, it is a lovely coat. I'll give it that.
Tragedy that bear meat tastes terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Full of trichinosis, too.
Although I guess you could do something fancy with the head if you wanted to taxidermy it for a wall ornament.
Hey, she points up.
Nice.
Oh.
Good taste.
Well, I think that's really all I need. Elias, did you need anything?
I stocked up in Illyria before we came here, so I should be good on things, but if we do need to come back down, if our supplies should run thin, then, well, we know where to stop.
Oh, you seem like a cultured man. I think I might have something that might catch your interest if you've got time to look.
Yeah, that's fine. I have the rest of the day. We're not heading out till tomorrow.
Okay, so she is going to pull out from a small display box onto the counter a dark oak smoking pipe.
Okay.
Ooh.
They say it's a dreadful habit, but it warms up the body.
Well, I suppose that could help, given where we're going. You wouldn't happen to have anything to go along with this, would you?
Slowly puts a little burlap pouch on the counter with a big ol' smile.
Depends, are you cops?
You guys cops!
You feds!
She gives you just this little transparent rock.
Alright.
The first taste is free.
Oh no.
Oh no. Good thing they're working on a dick doll over there.
Can't wait for the roll for addiction.
We have some sun-dried tobacco, and we have some just herbs that a lot of people smoke when they don't want to pick up too bad of a habit. Some people don't like the smell.
I don't really
What's the
mind
matter?
either.
Never done drugs before. Smooth skin.
Now I'm willing to sell you both these pouches and the pipe for 5 gold pieces total.
This one's called Jackpot Tiger.
Data not found. Sorry, champ.
Oh.
Alright, Yordrick. That's a fine craftsmanship. I suppose I could do with something to relieve stress on the mountain. Why not? Alright, 5 gold.
Ah, glad to be having your business. You two have a wonderful day.
You
Thank
as
you
well.
very much.
And you leave. Now Peleus has a pipe that he can smoke on condescendingly.
Does it have to be condescendingly?
Well, now I need a fireplace and a really fancy chair.
And there you can find at the end.
Well, it doesn't have to
Yeah,
smoke
I was gonna say-
condescendingly, but he could just rock and judge you.
I was gonna say our guide sounds like he might have a beat on it.
Yeah.
So how much of the herb pouch?
I will say each pouch has enough for 2 full uses. So you have 2 tobacco, 2 herbs.
Okay.
And now, back to red and white.
You think Yordrick's up yet?
I don't know, Yordrick, are you up?
If I've done the proper amount of sleep to where I'm not tired again, he would just be groggily opening his eyes and getting up out of bed.
He sluggishly moves his way down the stairs.
Not sure if the creaking is the stairs or his bones.
Oh.
Or the universe.
The universe could be creaking. Terrifying concept, but not impossible.
Hey,
In reality, it
Yordrick.
could just be rusted.
How you feeling?
Just raises his head and looks at you. I had a very strange dream.
About?
I was in a shop selling wares.
Mm-hmm.
You know how in dreams you sometimes can't really tell faces, you just know that a person is a person?
Uh-huh.
I was selling this really nice necklace to a person, and it was just a very calm day, very boring as well. But then the shop was attacked by animated pebbles. Like I said, it was very strange. They just sort of came crashing through the window and then stood up and started breaking everything.
That's really weird.
I know, right?
Gods forbid the dumb motherfucker that throws a rock through our window.
Scrap throws a bomb right back out the window.
I will tell you that this is not the first time that the pebbles have been brought up.
Huh.
But anyways, how's everyone else doing?
Flora and Peleus went to a store. We just got back from the same store.
You didn't just go together?
Well, they weren't up when we first went.
Hmm.
Yeah. Do you have climbing gear?
Nope, not that. He kind of looks in his sack. Well, I have pittons, rope, hammers, torches, tinderbox, general survival gear, and things that would help climb a mountain. By climbing gear, what specifically do you mean?
Say, I think you named most stuff that's in a climbing gear.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like stuff. It's like boot things that go on your boots, but he's a turtle.
Yeah,
He's
so he doesn't have
barefoot.
to. He doesn't have to worry about that.
Rope, pitons, stuff like that.
Above game, I completely cannot remember. We have tents, right?
We have better than tents.
We have better than a tent.
Yeah,
Why-
we have.
why do we
have
need a
tents.
tent?
Yeah, tents are worthless.
Oh, right, we have that spell.
Yep.
Mhm.
You have the best spell ever.
I call the extra room. Actually, I think Peleus said he wanted to use that as a talk room. We'll figure it out.
Tents. What are we? Lame? Can't say poor because those things are expensive.
Well, we have some time to kill before they get back. Yordrick, do you want to play some Dragon Chest?
I would not be opposed to trying it. I'm not sure how well I'll do.
It's fine. I don't know how to play much either. I did beat Flora's friend though.
That's it. She says, beating the person who taught her the game.
She's not proficient though.
She could be better.
Yeah.
I'll say, Celeste is proficient. That's what's sad.
Oh,
The only one
That
she
is
beat was Palius,
Yep.
who's
My
not
idiot-
proficient, has a -1 to him.
My idiot Gexy beat a magical chess set, and our artificer couldn't.
hey, it's all about rolls, man.
So you set up at a table. Some soup is given to some very meaty soup is given to Yordrick as well. You need to eat, champ.
He just has the bowl, where he's like palming it with his thumb over the rim and just moves a piece, just drinks the soup and then moves another piece.
Yep. And so, since neither of you are quite proficient, I just think I need competing intelligence.
We shall attempt this.
9.
20.
Dahlia, you get into that confident mindset of, okay, I beat the person who taught me. I got this. 2 moves later.
Huh, so I don't have this.
How did he even do that?
It's that meme of he's not understanding how he's losing. Other
Yeah.
person, I'm secretly eating the pieces.
Well, I
Go on.
Okay.
I think there's a legitimate way to lose in chess by like turn 2 or 3. I think it's literally called like the Fool's Gambit or something, where you move your pieces in a certain way and
3 moves.
Yeah,
There is a way,
there's a Queen's Gambit where you can win in like 3 moves.
yeah. So
Yeah.
it's pretty much what just happens is that
Yeah,
More
Yordrick pulls
time you
that out
want
of
than never.
his shell and just wins.
Dolly just looks at it. Oh, wow! You can lose to this
Okay.
fast.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how I did that.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Have to play you more often then.
Okay, so Kato will, obviously, because he's been hanging out in the lobby, he's just been waiting for y'all.
Oh, scrap.
Gets up and says, duo who is blessed by the elements. I love this game.
Do you
What-
play?
I've dabbled. I'm not what you'd call very skilled, but
Neither are we. But I'll play if you want.
I appreciate that. As he takes Yordrick's seat.
Just
It is.
pulls it out from underneath him. He's still just in the sitting position. That was kind of rude. Stands up and walks away.
Yeah, I say your model is still in the sitting animation after he's removed the
Huh.
chair asset.
Oh, by the way, she'll talk to George, I guess they're playing. I wanted to ask, how are you doing with the whole like general store thing? You figuring that out?
He got a 3.
Oh no.
Natural 20.
Oh no.
You do exactly what Yordrick did. You saw it once, you're like, oh, doobity doobity doo.
So that's how I win the game.
Oh no.
Oh, you've shown the brilliance of fire in this match.
Thank you.
Elephant smile.
Hello, can I talk
Herb.
to you for a second?
Of course. Would you like to speak here or privately, sir?
Here's fine.
Okie dokie.
So I understand that there was a bit of a disagreement earlier, and I want to apologize that I was unclear in my intentions. I was simply trying to understand what you meant. I did not mean to offend you.
Scrap strength saving throw.
Oh no.
Crush.
Let me cook. Strength saving throw.
Liam.
Pause
Okay,
his
good, you
head.
passed. As he gives you a very warm pat on the back. I'm glad you are mature enough to reflect on your mistakes. Bully for you. All is forgiven. If he got under a 10, he'd be under the table.
Does,
Oh no.
does Scrap know what bully means?
No, but he says it a lot.
He's just like, he's going over the words. What does that word mean?
It means something is good or worth celebrating.
Huh.
When used in this context.
I don't know if I've ever heard it before, but that's interesting.
I do have some years on this face, believe it or not.
Just looks at the dragon chess set. I'm trying to remember the last time I played this.
I feel like you'd be really good at it.
Well, here, he may have my seat. I will bow to the winner.
To answer your previous question, Dahlia, kind of.
Kind of? I mean, do you need help?
May have made some people upset.
Okay. How about when we get back, I'll help you learn a bit more and apologize on your behalf. People, for some reason, like to accept my apologies.
It is certainly something we can work towards.
If I may, it could just be that they're quite sincere and heartfelt, and folks can tell that.
She doesn't know how to react to the guy. She's just like, okay.
Good for you. Goddamn, faction agent.
Everyone there's like, okay.
Goddamn, faction agent don't get shit, do they?
It's just he's very like. I don't know. He interjects a lot into things. We're just like, all right, yeah.
He speaks his mind.
very
How dare
much-
he?
He very much behaves like someone who uses that voice, I would expect.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, he speaks his mind. He doesn't believe things should go unsaid.
She also just not sure if he's right about that. She's like, I don't know. All right. She'll play Scrap.
Yep, what? This will happen, and then Flora and Pallius will come in.
All right.
Competing intelligence.
Nice.
Oh no.
Oh no!
14.
The reigning champion!
Now I really think I'm starting to get the hang of this game.
Does Yordrick go for that? As Pallius and Flora walk in, does Yordrick go for his salty run back? Oh, sorry. Does Dahlia go for a salty run back
I was
against
about to
Yordrick?
say, I was the one who
Yeah,
won.
she'll do a salty run back.
Oh, alright, she tells you to run it back.
Okay, I shall try
You know,
again.
even if I lose her this, I'll be 2 for 2, so I'm pretty happy.
Yeah, worst you go even.
Yeah.
And bingo 19.
Natural 1. You do the same thing.
Yeah, exact same thing, exact same way. Mirror
The
match.
dice giveth and the dice taketh away.
Yordrick just mirror matches you in the exact same. Like the match was the exact same. You made the same moves, and so does he.
Whoever
Huh.
just puts the piece down.
You know, I
We
don't.
did the same thing.
Joe watches it and just looks at it like, I think you need to learn more tricks.
It worked the last 2 times.
She's been eating the pieces.
You might want to try making your own strategies.
Oh God, when did you get here?
Like maybe 10 minutes ago.
Sorry, I was engrossed in losing.
Mm-hmm. I could tell. So we bought some things.
Some things are good.
Yes. Flora bought a hunting trap, lantern, some oil for it.
Smart, smart.
She's also very quiet. And maybe gone taking care of her kid.
I'm here.
They
Oh,
moved
there-
that quickly?
Suddenly, Flora walks in. Turns out it's an egg.
Dahlia, I have so many questions!
The stork came with it.
So I found this bird with a baby, so I shot it. The bird, not the baby.
Oh no.
Yeah, well,
Was there anything else you want to do today, or are we just going to wait till tomorrow to take off?
Yordrick kind of stands up from the table. He walks outside for a moment, closes the door. He walks back in. Well, there's going to be a bad storm tonight.
I
Well,
He
good
just
thing we were planning
blinks
on-
and stares at you.
What?
For a solid 2 minutes, he was just staring up into the sky wistfully, and comes back with this.
so
What was that?
What?
how do you know?
Can you feel it in your knees or something?
Kind of looks down. Not really in my knees, no.
There was a crazy old homeless man where I came from who could feel a storm coming in his knees. Also,
Oh no, that's just the humidity messing with joints.
a doctor?
No.
There was a pause.
Mm-hmm.
He
And
technically doesn't have medicine, so...
y'all thought I was weird. Nah, I'm fucking with you.
It's pretty weird, Dahlia.
Yes, that is true.
But it is going to be a bad storm tonight, so our options are either to head out now and try to get a ways up the mountain before it hits lower down, or wait in the morning and wait till tomorrow and we're going to be trudging through fresh powder.
Well, I'll leave it up to you all. I can make a house wherever.
Is Kato here?
Yeah, he was playing chess with us, so it should just be right there.
He's literally the elephant in the room.
I know. I was wondering if he had anything to add on this, considering he's our guide, so he would probably know the best decision at
Waiting
this
to
point.
be addressed.
Kato, do you have any advice?
Well, I do recommend if we can leave tonight. You all seem rather rested, and if the madam here can make us a house before it gets dark, we can get a good leg out on the journey and leave the fresh snow behind us. Just do know, it does increase the risk of avalanche.
Looks at Scrap.
Sips his tea calmly.
Zen, focused in his life.
Moisturized internally.
Moisturized internally.
I think
I
we
hope
should be
you always
relatively
are.
fine. Scrap knows to keep the explosives to a minimum when we're in any place that's at risk. So, well, if that's all well and good, then I say we gotta move on then. I'll go get my supplies then and get situated before we head out.
I shall do the same.
Might behoove all of
me,
us
I
to go
must-
ahead and...
Yes, everyone disperses and puts on their stuff if need be. Kato, as you can see him begin to just put some totems on a table, pull out his book, and just begin to meditate on it.
Scrap comes back downstairs in the big puffy jacket where you can't move your arms.
Go
You
get
think
the
we
mail.
got? You think we got this close to the mountain without Scrap putting on his winter clothes already?
I don't know, maybe you're bold and brash.
Or you have multiple layers. Like you should.
He's got 2 sets of winter clothing.
Dolly has her full winter set on.
We get it, you're snowboard Barbie.
Oh no.
Nah.
Don't hate because you can't pull it off.
God damn, he's right.
Oh no. He's got a point though.
Actual correctness, my weakness. Up there with careful spending.
Oh.
Tax return, half an ass bitch.
Well, sounds like we're heading up then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as you
Ain't got no
begin
bells.
to head out right at about 5 p.m.
Ah. 5 p.m. Okay.
We're not gonna get that far, but we'll get a little bit far.
You'll
Okay,
get there
well-
before the storm hits.
Dahlia starts singing a jaunty little hiking tune.
Yeah, as you just begin to hum. Kato just decides to bob along with it as he's walking up. And I do need to know who marching orders. Do we want to do single file, double file, buddy system?
Buddy
Probably-
system? Yeah?
Okay,
Yeah,
buddy
bloody
system for
system.
now.
We could probably just do rows of 2 people, so...
So who's with who? Kato is one to go up front as he is the guide here.
Yeah.
Probably Yordrick up there.
I'll hang in
You're
the
either
back.
in the front or in the middle.
Careful, if you're in the back, you could get jumped.
I'll be back with Flora to
There,
do the
but
jump
I'm
policing.
gonna be marking the trail.
You did get chalk that's not white, right?
I got red chalk.
I think she's
There's some white in there. Essentially, when context allows it, Cat's gonna just get to pick 4 other colors.
Oh, okay then.
Yeah, so
Dahlia, I guess we'll
we're
go
the
with
pairs.
Scrap.
Do we want to do you want to tank back with Flora?
Yeah, I'll take the rear too.
Alright, Tiefling's riding the back of the bus.
Oh.
I think
Really put the black guy in the back.
I think you put the black guy in the back.
Yeah, you did this. You volunteered.
Dahlia, I think we'll go with Scrap in the middle.
Alright, and Kato and the Turtle Man up front.
Yes.
Okay. So, this is going to be a skill challenge. The incline is rather... it is mellow. It is still blustery, so there is flurries of snow coming off the ground. How do we all want to navigate this?
I mean, if there are just used trails, we probably would want to stick to those for as far as we can until it gets too dark and then stop.
I will say we will need at least 4 participants in this skill challenge for today.
I can do survival just to get us up, try to get as far as we can before the snow hits.
Dahlia could do stealth in hopes to not draw any attention from unwanted wildlife.
I'll try perception just to keep a watch out for any sort of actual wildlife or problems.
Georgia, take Bardic. Actually,
Okay.
everyone besides Dahlia take Bardic, because she can assign
Oh.
more than one.
I would
Okay.
like to use nature to help the group avoid any problems caused by snow and or nearby flora/fauna.
Hear that, Flora? Keep it to yourself.
You're a problem.
Whoa, I didn't say that! Damn. Alright.
I was literally looking through myself and I was like, wait, I have like a giant bonus in nature. Let's go with that.
Bonus in nature.
Because he's probably
Joke's on you guys.
Alchemist.
Skill, I have a +0 in, so
Okay, who's doing what?
perception for me to keep watch, basically.
Stealth,
Okay.
stealth,
Doing survival.
stealth for Dahlia to try to not
Nature.
get any attention drawn by
Okay,
nature.
Say, Kato will be able to help one person. Let me just see what he's good at. He can give advantage to Scrap.
He
You
and Dahlia,
probably each need to do thing and then add
I-
Bardic so they don't
yeah.
get up.
because I said. that
Yeah, let's
everyone
wait.
did
Any
Bardic.
bonuses? Say them now.
Bardic, everyone. I said that when you weren't here.
Okay.
So Palias, do
Everyone?
your
It's a
Bardic.
D8. It's a D8
Yeah, it's
now,
a
right?
it's a D8 with advantage.
Oh,
Okay.
big dice.
21 then in total for perception.
Okay.
I will go ahead and do survival.
Okay.
25.
Very good.
32.
32.
32 survival.
Okay, so you unlock
Mordrick is
something.
in his element.
You really are. No, this is the first time you're seeing Yordrick be
7
so
in
element.
stealth.
He knows mountains. He knows
I-
rocks.
How do you stay
So
stealthy in
you're
snow?
not the stealthiest. You're not the stealthiest group, but you're new terrain.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Well,
Scrap.
If
as-
it's
in-
snow, it's 11 because we had the cloaks.
Yeah. Not snow yet. It's
Ah.
mostly rocks with a smattering of snow. Scrap, yeah. Kato will give you advantage on nature because he is proficient and, clear up the air. He's a very pleasant individual when he can be. $12 plus.
Thank you, Bardic.
Mhm.
18. Solid.
Okay, let me look at my results real quick, and I'll tell you what you avoided.
Ooh.
So, thanks to the powers of Peleus and Yordrick, you avoided a gorge.
Good.
Not much of one, but it was enough for one person to be able to get stuck.
It's just
Ah.
the Sokka hole from Avatar.
Yeah, no, honestly, you did avoid the Sokka hole.
Damn.
And Mr. Scrap, you, with the help of Kato, find some plants growing out of the side of a cliff. Now I need you, as you rolled an 18, I'll just tell you then. These are wild healing potion herbs, and there's 3 of them.
Yo, let me get that.
Yeah, he will just lift you up so you can grab them Simba style.
You'll pass me the herb, man.
How much I get?
You got 3 potions worth, so 3 plants. Ah, quite the impressive find, young man.
Thank you. It's not that common you find them growing wild like this.
Indeed, indeed. As I'll say, yeah, definitely. Part of his help was he let you read parts of the Codex Notarius, which is just a book. That book has a lot more information than it looks like its size should. But now from Mr. Peleus, you do come across something.
Oh.
You do find an overhang with some nests and 3 bird-like women in the nests.
At what point is this after Scrap's gotten everything?
Yes, this is after Scrap got
Okay,
the
it's the
push.
last thing. Okay. Do they appear to have seen us?
Let me check their passive perceptions, because the stealth roll was a 7.
A 30 on something.
It doesn't feel good.
There we go.
That's
Yeah, we're back on. Oh yeah, because we're at about the 2-hour mark, so
Yeah,
we will
good
be right back, folks.
Good place to stop before a possible combat.
Yeah, right before combat. We'll see you in 15. Well, 10 to 15, whenever
Yeah.
we get back.
I'll
Somewhere
take
around
dog out and I'll be back.
Okay, and I will switch everyone to that map because now I have this thing up. And I'm gonna grab a generic token for Kato because again, he's on a different game.
Why is there brown bear tokens on the big map page?
Because I had to use them to show you how to edit health bars.
Oh.
We'll use the ranger token. So Kato would be here.
So we're all coming in from that side?
Yep, you were walking up the path. It should be marked down this way, but yeah.
Quickly, get in the lines of 2.
Yep. Now, Peleus, because you spotted them ahead of time. There you go. You guys line up. You're all scattered. George, Peleus, you will get to say 1 word of warning. You get 1 sentence.
1 sentence.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're about to have company real soon from above on the arch.
Good sentence.
Okay. And not sure how I'm gonna do his initiative, but I will keep track of it manually.
Still not as good as they look chicken breasts.
Okay. Yes, as you see these things just get up and begin to screech as they flap their wings at you. They are beaked, covered in feathers with slitted bird eyes, but definitely human face and body.
Hmm.
And they will go on initiative 5.
Yes!
6. Oh my god. Cold weather, man, it affects you.
Let's see, and Kato will go 8.
I am slow.
Sending. So yeah, just remember. Okay, the 17th is the wrong floor because it was from the other place. So Kato just gets to go second. Jesus Christ, we rolled terribly. Now keep in mind, this is going uphill, and this is about 5 feet vertical.
So if we wanted to just jump the cliff, it'd be an extra 5 feet of movement compared to going around.
Unless you're here like at its tallest,
Mm-hmm.
then it might be a climb. But yeah, scrap.
Does it seem like we need to be the aggressor here, or Strap doesn't know probably much about these?
No, I'm not gonna tell you. You're gonna have to go on how Scrap thinks. Be bold.
I mean, what does their body language look like would be my number 1 thing.
Feathers up, backs arched, starting to fly upward.
gonna hold my action to fire the static crossbow if they become aggressive or somebody else fires.
Okay. Kato, it's not your turn, Flora, because Kato has an 8. Kato will look at them and say, snow harpies. You must be quite careful. As, let me just check some action economy for him. As he's going to bonus action mark the green one with his hunter's mark. And he will let loose a longbow shot. So we're gonna add +4 to this. As a 21 will hit this harpy as it at the arrow plunges itself into her chest, dealing. Damn, I clicked on the dice roller. 1d8 plus 2. 3 plus minimum damage. And then an extra d6. In a total of 7 damage with his hunter's mark. And that, I guess, will trigger Scrap's held action.
Yeah, so you guys just hear, oh, so we are shooting them.
Love this music. Let me find something new.
12.
Hold on. Finding different music. This is not fun. It's a bit soft for my taste.
It does not strike the fear I crave from your souls.
It really doesn't.
That's something I still need to do. I need to pick out music.
What, fear for the souls?
No, music for Thursday. I'm used to mainly just using the music off of Roll20.
Well, since we're gonna be in here, we can just use the music bot, Micah.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm usually used to using Roll20. I'd have to figure out stuff from Bard bot.
Here, I'll just send you the link later. Scrap, take your attack. Oh, 12, yes, sorry. As you let loose, 12 meets. As you let loose a shot into this, and just as the electricity rings through its body. It looks at you and just says, "This guy."
He just shrugs and starts reloading.
Okay, one moment. As now it is Flora's turn.
Not quite sure I want to toss myself out there in the fray right yet.
Remember, holding your action does exist.
I was hoping you would just end it after remember.
Whatever you do, don't forget.
Memory is the key.
I'm gonna watch that at some point and see how they ended it.
Whatever you do, don't forget to.
Don't forget to what? Don't forget to what?
Exactly.
I think this turn I'm just gonna go ahead and Blade Song
Okay, doot magic flute.
and Firebolt on the green one.
Okay, yeah, that's definitely within 120 feet. As you hold out your sword and the firebolt comes from the tip, roll damage. Oh! Yeah, the firebolt collides, scorching this thing as it, okay, it's not weak.
Is this our
As it...
Is this our first real combat after leveling up?
Yep.
Besides the mock fights we did.
Yep. Dahlia.
So you can tell these things are like actual monsters, not people.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what harpies are. They're just different types of birds than you're used to from home.
Alright. We're just... Showcast Dissonant Whispers. First level on the green one.
Okay. 6.
That's a fail for only 5. Wow. That was a shit roll.
I mean,
Yeah.
so it has to get as far away from you as possible. And,
It flies up.
yes! No, I'm getting a thing. Other things.
Yeah, that
As
that
it
one has a
flies 60
distance to go.
Yeah, it flies 60 feet straight up. Exposing eggs.
Looks like Team Rocket's blasting off again.
Yeah, as that just screeches and there. Is that your turn, madam?
Yeah.
As then it... Oh, I'm gonna check ranges. Okay, so, let me just check that kind of range. This guy shot her first. She flies 60 feet. I'm gonna put her here, but just for targeting, she's directly above Kato.
60 feet up.
60 feet above him.
Okay.
Still in range. As she is going to rear back her head and let loose a deathly shriek, sending a breeze of cold straight at him, and a 22 will hit him. As he takes 10 cold damage, and let me get a con save from him. One moment. As you can see, a chill encompass his entire body as he screams out in it. That's not good for him. +3. D100 +3. As he does pass, so he is not restrained. But, this just one Harpy does get 2 shots. Unfortunately, he's the only one in range. 14 does thankfully miss him, as seeing that again, he's able to duck and dodge the blast narrowly as it trips on the feet. Oh, you're gonna have to watch out for that one, sir. Looking at Yordrick.
Okay. He's kind of like
Looking at
shielding himself a bit from the cold, kind of bursting past him.
Scrap just
And-
watching all the frost build up on him. Oh, I hate that.
As this guy is going to be 10 feet in the air still. Looks at Yordrick and 15-foot line, huh? Oh no, cone. Am I killing my own NPC? Maybe. No, I'm not. But I got the three of you. I got the three of you, fine folks.
Interesting.
As the ice and snow begin to swirl around this harpy as it begins chanting and singing. And as it permeates her ears, cast Snowstorm Song. As the music almost causes the snow to lift from the ground and strike at you. Deck saves, kids.
Ha ha ha.
Never goes well for her.
24.
0.
0!
Scrap is a god, though.
Yeah, Scrap, you will take 12, as Dahlia and Yordrick will take... Sorry, 7, Scrap. Will take 14 cold damage as it just begins to just rush through your bodies.
Scrap does a backflip.
Yeah, but
Just in place.
Dahlia's shivering, Dahlia's shivering, just starts to clap at it. Like, wow.
Yeah, I know, the song itself was beautiful. And, this one is about at eye level in melee range, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. 8?
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Well, that was fun. Yordrick, I need a save from you, chap.
What kind of save?
Well, as you hear them all singing in chorus, they begin to harmonize. And I'm gonna need a wisdom save.
Okay.
Mm.
I shall endeavor to do just that. Ka-chow, 19.
You pass,
Okay.
as the melody is not unknown to you due to your heritage.
Hmm.
Dude.
Okay. So the one in front of me, is it the one wing? It is within
Red? No, red is 10 feet in the air.
Okay. Okay.
Let me just change what their markers say, because I'm gonna measure it in 5 feet, because I'm stupid. Continue.
They shoot ice at Yordrick, and you all see as he just kind of backs up, and there's just a shell in his shape that he's just walked out of. like a chocolate covering an ice
Yep.
cream cone. He just sort of
Magic tell, Yordrick.
he just kind of backs up, looks at the shell. Nice rendition. Pulls out the war pick and just aims at the red one. I'm gonna take 2 Eldritch blasts at it.
As 2 shards simultaneously come out of this crystal. You guys have never seen him shoot 2 at once before.
There. 10.
Unfortunate miss.
22.
Unfortunate hit.
7 damage.
Yeah, as you just see this harpy take a rock shard to the face. The other one does fly astray, but it's possible that Yordrick's just not used to shooting 2.
Yordrick is gonna kind of move over in this direction to get more in range of just all of them in general. Well, hold on. Can I get to where I'm...
Damn it, I have to do 6 with this guy because I can't do double
Yeah.
digits.
I'm gonna move over here to help Flora and flank this one.
Okay.
But as I'm moving that way, Yordrick is gonna announce to everybody, we need to stop their singing or block our ears.
That's one
That'll be my
sentence.
turn.
Peleus, yeah, they are harmonizing this eerie, dreadful song. It's
All right.
technically beautiful, but it's terrifying.
Okay. Do I need to make a whiz save at all?
You do not.
Okay.
Wait. Yes,
Oh.
you do. Sorry.
Natural 20.
You do not.
All right.
Starts bopping along to it. It's like, yeah.
All right. Yeah, sure. Set a beat to your slaughter. May as well. All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead. This one is by Flora. I'll move up by 10 feet. And I'll go over here. Would this count as flanking? I forget how. This thing would have had to be in 5 feet of Flora.
Well, no,
right?
it's in 5 feet.
Okay. So would this count? Would that count as
Yes,
flanking? if I
you
moved
are
up?
in the triangle.
Okay, gotcha. All right. In that case, we're gonna go with a scorpion whip hit for the first one.
Yeah, as you pull out your new weapon, you just thrust it outward. That loud
19.
crack hits it square on.
The
And
tussle
I
is
will
you,
need that saving throw, strength
What
save.
kind? Okay.
Strength.
10.
That'll fail. They're restrained.
As this harpy
They're
is tied up and screaming as you deal its first damage.
If it's flying, I think it also would break
It's
the flying.
not.
Oh, okay. It's on the ground.
Again, it's like it's hovering a few feet, a couple inches off the ground.
Okay.
Yeah,
Then
you
it
get melee
would've just
range.
landed on its feet. Gotcha.
Yeah, melee range.
Yep, gotcha.
Okay.
Yep, so that'll hit there. And then we will go for just a staff hit for the second one.
As 18 does hit. 14 damage. Ow! As
Yeah, 14. Yep.
we just-
And bonus
As-
action, kick it while it's down.
as you just start clubbing it on top of the head with one jab of the staff.
Oh wait, that's
then-
a natural 20, so that is the crit. Yeah,
You don't have
'Cause-
advantage.
it's restrained.
Oh, restrained.
Yep.
Okay,
So
take an
that-
extra 4.
Yeah, it's only an extra. It's not a lot on the crit, but you know.
Take the extra
Oh.
4.
Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah. So
Yeah,
unarmed
so
strike
you just one on top of the head, and an god damn it, 13.
with the bonuses. Yeah. Yeah, 13.
As-
13 it.
yeah, yep, and then you just deliver one kick to its jaw. Jesus Christ! Stop bloodying my harpies.
No.
Hey, your turn.
Yeah, that'll be it.
Hey,
can't
Toma,
move
you're
away.
within 30. You're within 30 feet of a harpy. Why don't you make me a save, champ?
Idem. 3.
You are frightened for one turn.
Okay. Am
This- no, this
I aware of whether or not loud noises in this region would be detrimental yet?
You don't know yet. You just know that on the mountain, it's probably a bad idea.
But are we on the mountain yet?
Yeah, you're a couple hours into a hike.
Let's see how scared Scrap is.
Say, you are under the fear condition.
Yeah, but I needed to see if he'd panic or not.
By the way, you're fighting until the end of your next turn. So this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a specific one I'm frightened of, or am I frightened of all of them?
I'll say, given the distance, take your pick, blue or red. Because it's when they're in a group, this is an effect. So, technically all of them.
In that case, I'm gonna move over here.
Okay, moved over there.
And he's smart enough not to blow stuff up, even though it kinda gets rid of a ton of my damage.
That was a short
Shoot at the red.
That was a short song. Okay, don't you have disadvantage on targets you're afraid of?
Yeah, you have disadvantage as long as they're within like the sight of you, or as long as you can.
Well, okay.
Still a 20.
Still a 20. Yeah. Go ahead, champ.
For 9.
9. That's a good hit. Yeah, you just shoot up into its wing and it begins to seize, and it's struggling to keep itself up.
Which one did you do that to?
Red.
Okay.
Just sort of shouts over to you guys, are we sure this is the right thing to do? It kind of feels like we're the aggressors here.
And it is Kato's turn, and he's gonna have to make a save. Let me see if his wisdom is any good. He is a ranger. Ironically, does not get proficiency in wisdom saves.
Yeah.
He lets out a trumpety noise. And then we're going private. Well, he is scared. He is definitely scared. He's gonna let out one disadvantage shot against the against green. So regular and then disadvantage. 8 will unfortunately miss as his arrow just lands right next to Dahlia.
Whoa.
Terribly sorry. Oh, I'm sure I'll be fine. As he ends his turn. Flora. Wisdom save. Wisdom save from the group.
21.
You pass. Big sad. Micah, get out of here. None of your Omniverse.
Okay, well, seeing as this thing is right in front of me, is it still restrained?
Yep, it is screaming and trying to keep up with its harmonies.
Right, so I'm just gonna go in with the Kopesh.
Yeah, you go in there for 26, and that does hit, unfortunately.
Or 4.
You're still hurting the thing. Do not get me wrong. This thing is now, unfortunately, really beat up.
We'll just go ahead and offhand with the dagger then.
Okay.
14
A 14 is an unfortunate hit.
for 6.
Yikes! Wait. No, for 3. You still add your dex. You're still adding your dex when you shouldn't.
Right.
Yes, this floor is just in a combo. Finally able to get back into combat. That your turn, madam?
Mm-hmm.
Dahlia, you're also within 30 feet, unfortunately.
Yep.
Yep.
2.
You were scared.
So she doesn't have to run away though. She just can't move closer.
No. Exactly. It's not just the whispers.
She looks up to the green one. Is it that one we blasted earlier, right?
Yeah, that one. It's not as bad as blue now, but dear God, is it?
It's not looking good though.
It doesn't like this.
It's gonna cast sleep on it at 3rd level.
Go on.
Isn't sleep a radius?
It's a 30-foot radius, but nothing else is near it. That and it has a range.
Sleep because
It has a range of 90 feet.
Yes, but you don't get to pick your targets for sleep.
I thought I got to pick the area of sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a big radius.
I thought you were going
20
to
feet.
High enough above it where it's only hitting.
It's
that
only
much.
20 feet. Yeah, I'm aiming it straight on center of the green harpy.
Oh yeah, on center because it's 60 feet in the air.
Yep.
Okay, roll the dice for me, please.
All right. Let's see. 34.
Okay, does anyone have a slide whistle?
So it is considered unconscious while this happens, and it will take
What's the damage for fall?
It is a d6 for every 10 feet, so that's 6d6, and I'm a little confused with the unconscious because I think that makes it a crit. So
No, you can't crit because you can't crit.
I wasn't sure what that meant with fall damage. That's why I'm bringing it up.
no, crits only matter for attack rolls.
All right, well then
I think it also does
I'll
wake up when
roll.
it hits the ground.
Oh, it
I
will.
got
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I am the DM. I got it. So, this is just for funsies. Deck save, please.
Alright. 14?
You are now dirty and splattered. Viscera just hit you in the back of the head. As you just heard a loud crash.
Yeah, Dolly looks away when it hits the ground like. Ugh.
Hey.
Good job, Dahlia.
Thanks.
Okay, is that your turn, madam?
She'll draw the monarch in two
Yeah, you
hands.
pull out your katana and...
Yeah.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okie dokie. So let me just do some measuring to see how many people of you I can make hurt. 15-foot cone! As Blue, who's just mad and thrashing, is gonna cast her snowstorm song. Palais and Dahlia, please.
Man, Dolly can't not
Both
roll
of you,
it.
please. Both of you, please take 20 cold damage. As a massive chill is down your spine.
Well, I can't do that for you, AJ, but I can give you about half.
I was muted. I intrusive thoughts on that.
Too late.
Damn it.
It's
what you
already
get.
been in motion.
It's what you get from muting, I'm sorry. Palais?
Yes.
I'm not a huge fan of you right now, so I'm gonna shriek. I assume a 12 misses you?
That does miss.
Scrap, you've had it too good too long.
Oh.
And as a blast of ice rushes through Scrap's center, causing 11 cold damage as it gets him to the core. And I need a con save, my friend, or you're gonna get frozen.
Nice.
You live for now.
By the way, is the dream one dead? I can't tell.
Oh yeah, I'm doing
Okay.
that now. Yep, I got you. As Red is going to take a lot of her fly speed and just move in another cone. So keep in mind, she is 10 feet up. She is, and that distance away. And Blue,
Well,
tell me, Palais, is it a save at the end of your turn,
I believe.
or does it take
let
the
me-
action?
I think it takes the action. Let me click the thing. I forget what it says.
say it already frost breathed and everything.
Yeah, so you can't do that. That's what I'm saying. I want to see if it can get out.
So you must it can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turn, so it does not
Okay.
take the action.
Okay, so the Blue's gonna try to get out, and well, I've had my fun. But Yordrick can wisdom save for me.
Yeah, sure. 12?
That's a fail.
Huh?
You are now afraid of this harpy.
Okay.
Oogity boogity, bitch.
Yeah, indeed.
God damn,
Well,
Dahlia
that's
just wily
frustrating.
coyote.
He's not really a threat right now.
You're still scared of it. Like, there's no logicking your way around it. Also,
Well,
Dahlia, why did you just wily coyote this one? I just realized.
Because it
It
was
held up a help sign.
it was too good of an opportunity not to.
God, I mean, how could you pass it up at this point?
Mm-hmm.
I will attempt the war pick on the one in front of me.
Okay, it's a straight roll.
Yeah.
Yep, straight roll +3.
Mm-hmm.
Kablam!
Oh, straight roll. That's a crit.
Yeah.
What happens with things Yordrick is afraid of, I guess.
Damn.
Ah, yes, a 30.
Okay, Micah, why don't you describe it? Bonus points if you describe what you see this thing as its fear is sinking into you.
It's singing and thrashing about in the whip, as it just turns towards Yordrick, it just does one of those big jaw open screech yells at it, and it just sort of runs a chill down his spine, and just reactively he just brings down the war pick directly on its head, and it splatters.
Yep.
Ugh.
And I will say, Place and Flora, more viscera upon ye.
Excellent work as usual, Yordrick.
He just says.
Just sort of wipes face. Thanks.
You
I
still have
think it got in my mouth.
now, Yordrick, as you were still afraid. Actually, you killed the one you were afraid of because this one wasn't in 30 feet.
Hey, he's no longer frightened.
Yeah, now you can move towards this one. Well, no, he's still frightened. Just he's.
Oh.
Fuck.
Someone else, please.
Seems okay.
Yeah, looks fine to us.
Okay.
It did
Still
buffer
running.
for a second when I switched back to. Nope, it's crashed.
Oh.
Oh, and it's back.
Oh.
I just see the loading.
Yeah, it's fine for me.
I don't know. Try refreshing the page. See if that does anything.
Have an angry talk with your ISP.
I have tried.
Yeah, I
Angry
just saw
one.
you refresh roll 20, so.
Alright.
Yeah. So, Peleus, your turn.
Oh god, I'm thinking about how ruthless he'd be in this situation. God.
What would your instincts say, Mr. Demon?
Yeah, that's a good point. I'm gonna go ahead and stow the staff real quick so I can actually use
I'd have
my...
another point that would make sense for you to think about.
Hmm.
You have great respect for mothers as yours, and that these things are ladies with that.
moving.
Oh, we're not resumed yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying this gives you time to think.
Okay. Hello?
Now we're back up. Yep.
Fucking hell, my internet.
Mhm.
What a
What have they
sender-
said when you've asked them about it?
I haven't been able to talk to him. Buddy has the access to be able to get in contact with him. He's like, yeah, I've done it. And I'm just like, okay.
Okay, you need to ask for that access then.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But so yes, Peleus, your turn.
Yeah, otherwise I'm gonna bonus action use inexhaustible.
Yes, as
Not
you
just to have
begin to clean yourself off and buff up, you still have your movement.
Yep, be 11. I'm gonna just move over to about there.
Okay. Scrap, you're not afraid.
For now.
Scrap doesn't really feel threatened right now.
Okay.
He did get almost like frozen to death though, so there is that.
Okay. You guys like cold damage.
Scrap is
Fine.
going to hold his action to fire crossbow if they continue to act aggressively.
Okay. Flora. Actually, it's their turn. Sorry, it's Kato's turn. Kato, who is not afraid, is going to look at his spells. Damn, he's worthless. As he's just gonna take the dodge action. He's a little chilly. Flora.
I guess she'll dash, run over here, jumping over that body, and just kind of look like,
It's not
are we
awesome.
letting it go? And she'll wait. If somebody else makes another attack on it, she will take an attack action.
Dahlia, thoughts?
I mean, Dahlia's just gonna use a second level heal on herself.
Okay.
But yeah, she just kind of looks at it and just kind of shrugs, like, I don't really care if we let it go.
Oh, it's harmless.
It's more of like, the thing's probably got the mind of most animals, so like,
Mhm.
I mean,
it was probably, like, it has eggs, it's probably just protecting the nest. There's no need to
Yeah.
kill
Whether we
all of them.
stumbled into its territory or not, it was
Ye-
just protected.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, as far as Scrap's concerned, we kind of aggressed them as the first attackers from what he's seen, and he doesn't really understand these creatures well enough to make a decision on,
I mean-
leaving a whole nest to die.
We didn't, our advisor did.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if he wants to leave a whole nest to die because they're a pest in the region, I'm okay with that, but I'm not going to be the one to make that decision.
Yeah,
And we're
same.
going to retreat even further. And now I flip a coin to see if it shoots Flora, maybe.
I mean,
Or
if
just
it's gonna
that one.
continue attacking, then yeah.
I don't.
But
God, let me find out. Where did I put it? It is going to sit up. It's basically going to put itself between you and the eggs and dodge action. And it will try to. I'm gonna roll an intimidation for it,
Oh no.
as it's a mama. 10. I don't know. Are you intimidated with the 10?
Not really, no.
All right then. That is its turn. It is trying to put itself between you and the eggs. I don't know how bad do you want harpy eggs?
I don't know, they did look pretty good in Delicious in Dungeon.
They were all squishy.
Mm.
It's
Maybe we
fine.
could
We're
do
just
better.
gonna compete with the pseudo dragon male.
Oh.
Micah, so is Senshi, but we love him.
Squishy. Senshi's a tough cookie, especially after this last episode. Just scolding someone while fighting a ghost, but I mean, which way is continuing? Considering this is the incline, is this
You-
continuing
so
up
you-
the mountain, or do we go forward?
That way is going up the mountain, but as you can see, kind of right here, the path does diverge two ways. You are nowhere near close enough to that sign to read it.
There's a sign. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm scrolled down slightly, so I didn't see the edge of the sign.
for shame.
Could I move like 30 feet this way and then make a perception check on the sign? Is that an option for me?
Obviously, you're still too far.
No.
I'll let that be a bonus action if you want to take your action to dash.
Yeah, I'll just try that and give this harpy as wide of a berth as I can technically do.
Okay, now roll perception to learn to read.
To learn to read, okay.
Yes. Roll to read.
18.
Okay. So that this way. That
Huh?
says to the riddle path mine. And that way just says danger further up.
Okay, well, I will relay
As
that
in
info-
danger, comma, further up.
Okay, good. English is
That will matter.
okay. Then I will relay that information to the rest of the party. And then it's kind of up to them what we want to do.
Peleus?
Well. If it's going to stay there, then it's going to stay there. But just to
Staying
be
there
safe.
for now.
I will, at the very least. I'm gonna try to intimidate it right back. Just to be
Dis-
sure that it's gonna stay there.
Disadvantage. Okay, but disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
It's a mother protecting its eggs. You're not going to scare it.
I'm trying to scare it just to stay there, but
It doesn't know.
All right. Well, I'm gonna use the whip too, so we'll see what happens here with a
12 plus.
+4, 16.
I will say it does take a more aggressive posture as you step closer.
And then I will continue on.
It is looking at you really leery as you again keep inching closer.
No, I'm staying around the same.
Okay.
That'll be it.
Scrap. Let's say once everyone's had a turn, then we'll decide if combat ends.
No.
Yep. Scrap just sort of keeps his crossbow ready, but he does. Actually, he wouldn't dash. He would just take the dodge action.
Okay. As you begin to walk cautiously. Kato just pipes up and says, "It seems if we walk very carefully and avoid stepping any further closer, it may just continue to protect its eggs rather than go for the hunt." As he's going to cast Long Strider on himself.
Are these things like a pest in the region? You seemed very willing to attack them.
He points with his trunk right next to the nests. Don't know if you can see it, lad, but human bones.
Uh-huh.
There's 40. And that is his turn. Now we go to Flora.
Scrap is, in fact, short and did not see them.
Yes, in fact you are.
I can deny it no longer.
I am small.
Oh.
Just gonna follow the lead, keep walking, keeping my distance.
Alright, and Dahlia,
I will
last turn.
also take a dodge action just in case.
About there, she's kind of just ignoring it. Like if it's just protecting her stays, she doesn't really want to attack it.
I'll change the music as turn order's over.
Ooh.
Only Tristan was here, he would kill it.
What?
I'm very close to killing this thing. I'm only slightly not.
Oh yeah, no, Tristan sees the humanoid bones, he'd be like, yeah, no, these are a threat to people in the future, fuck this thing.
Yeah, as it just begins to sit, and I'm just gonna where can I put you? Back to the world map for now.
As long as it's not over there pontificating, then we got an issue.
Turn
It's
to Kato.
plotting to kill us in the future.
Maybe we have to come
I'd
back
like
this
to
way
see
to
it
go
fucking
down.
Try.
You guys don't know how smart they are.
They hold a grudge.
Crows can do that.
Yeah.
He raises all 3 nests of eggs just to hunt us down.
I will say, the only reason I didn't kill it is because AJ raised a slight point of like, yeah, I guess he would be slightly biased.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I will say you guys are just continuing the hike.
Yeah.
As it is getting to dark and the storm is really starting to pick up.
I'd advise we go ahead and start setting up our camp now, as I'm just speaking over the wind.
Well, Dahlia set up camp.
All right, she just throws that. She just like draws what looks like a very basic ass house, like a kid would draw on a piece of paper, and
Yep.
then just
We're in triangle.
yeah,
Yeah,
pretty much,
we're in
and then
triangle.
just throws it onto the ground.
As poof, your basic vanilla first night Minecraft house pops up.
Yo, does it have the green top?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, it's got a green roof.
Nah,
Alright,
close
Help
enough.
us.
Come on in, make yourselves at home.
As Kato just shivers. Ah, a wonderful piece of magic.
This is gonna make things very nice.
This will
It
simplify
is.
travel.
There is already a lit fire. It is cozy warm.
Hearths here.
Yeah.
You have little things along here you can rest in, little hammocks.
Yep.
Pots and
Ruben,
pans in the back.
So, Brandon, there is so you do get to pick 2 tool stations to be in here: cook's tools and.
She'll choose the cook's tools, and she's trying to think of like what would have the most time.
Scrap did find those alchemy herbs earlier today.
She'll make an alchemy lab for Scrap.
As poof, almost a dead replica of Scrap's lab back home, minus the mana potion stuff.
She'll just kind of go
And
into,
madman scribblings.
she'll go into the side room and start changing.
Scrap scurries through the door and then just flops in front of the fire.
Crack. And the fire, it's just a fire. There's no wood.
Doesn't care. All he cares about is warm.
Yes, it is. It is much warmer. And Kato just says, "Oh, terrible things, those Harpies."
Yes, I believe I saw some bones back there that didn't exactly look like an animal's.
It could be some unfortunate sods who did not come prepared. They're not malicious per se. They're almost intelligent, but they're meat eaters. They eat what they can.
The Harpies I've dealt with did not have the ability to control cold as they did. Is that an effect of the area itself?
Possible. And I say, Micah, these are the types of Harpies that would have been back home.
Oh. Well then. I retract that statement, though. Are the ones back home able to shoot off ice, too?
Some are.
Oh, okay. Never mind, then.
The leaders of groups can.
Okay, well
Hey,
then I will rectify the statement by saying it's odd that all three of them were able to control ice like that. The ones I've dealt with, it's usually the older and leaders of groups that are only able to.
Quite possible this is an advanced species that evolved here.
Hmm.
You did say this mountain was somewhat close to the plane of ice, astrally speaking, or whatever.
It is
so-
touched by it.
Which I believe sits between water and air.
Somewhere in there. As
If they're
far
as
from
smart as
fire
you-
as it can.
If they're as smart as you say they are, then hopefully the last one will have learned its lesson and will teach the babies to stay away from people.
Maybe it depends. If the people are weak enough to kill. They are able to understand our languages. But I am not much of a fan of birds. Dreadful creatures. Okay, I was waiting for a comment from Flora.
She's just staring, squinting a little bit, warming up by the fire.
Script's kind of just like got an expression that was like, okay, weird specific thing that you don't like, but whatever, I'm warm now.
Hey, pot name's Kettle. Have you two met? As
No,
he actually goes up to
no.
the cook tools.
What do you mean? Scrap doesn't have any specific thing he dislikes.
Invasions to his privacy.
He did set up a flashbang in his basement.
Mr. Flashbangs the basement.
He could have done worse.
People interrupting me?
Being stuck in a broom closet.
I mean, it's mostly the flashbang's mostly there so people don't go down there without him knowing and hurt themselves.
Yes,
Yeah, so now no matter what they do, if they go down there, they hurt themselves, because you put a flashbang next to a set of stairs.
Is he actually takes a pot off the stove, goes outside, and just scoops some snow into it to melt down, and begins to boil it on the stove.
But does Dahlia have a working sink?
Yes.
We have
Yes.
indoor plumbing.
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
Oh, shit.
There's a very tiny small room next to like the other door. As you kind of like open it, there is just a toilet.
The bathroom isn't implied.
Nope. I
on the
check
left.
check sequel chat. That is exactly what this spell does.
Oh.
Yeah, all she needs to cast this is a drawing.
Dolly
It's a
kind
20-foot radius house.
of steps out of the side room, just wearing like typical like bedtime attire. She goes,
Yeah, imagine this more like a minor version of what my grandfather can do. Peleus for you that
Oh,
doesn't really mean much, but you know.
It doesn't.
There's something we forgot. Did any of you guys want to loot those harpies at all, or at least drag a body with you?
I was gonna bring up the idea, but when we were just moving away, I wasn't sure if that
Oh.
was.
Yeah.
I will say Peleus could have dragged a body with him.
so Dolly went
Scrap
out.
Scrap assumed the harpy would just eat the bodies.
It might.
I mean, did they appear to have anything actually... Like, I'm trying to think
I
of
don't know.
why he would.
How valuable are feathers?
Yeah. I don't think he would have brought it with him. I'm gonna be
I
honest.
mean,
No.
are
That's-
feathers from ice harpies useful in alchemy? If not, I don't care.
You don't know. You never looked.
They could
That's the
control
only thing.
ice, so
With
maybe.
the fact that we killed them and then we're gonna let that one live because it was protecting its children, it's just leave it be.
Hmm.
Okay. Yes. As Kato actually begins to put dried ingredients into a pot of boiling water and makes a soup.
Hmm.
Oh, that's nice.
Gonna be much better than rations.
I don't have much. I can spare for a few nights. I figured if we're in such a cozy environment, he looks at all those who got ice blasted. You seem like you could use some.
Scrap looks over and raises his hand. It just creaks.
Yes.
I'm very cold.
Get some rest. Soon it'll be your turn. So what he's putting is like some dried veggies and like bones.
Bone broth?
Yeah.
Yes.
That
It's
reminds
super
me.
duper simple.
Hmm.
Flora starts digging through her bag, pulls out a bottle. One small glass each. No more than that.
Okay. What kind of
I
drink?
really hope you don't tell them what this is.
Knowing what
chutney?
Flora normally carries, your trick is going to decline.
It was
Come on,
water from the
Yordrick.
fountain of youth.
It's cold. It'll just warm you up a little bit.
Scrap just like looks over at Flora, sits up, digs around in his bag a little bit, and then where is it? Yeah, he pulls out one of the bottles of aged Leonian wine he's had forever. I moved this into my bag before we left.
Nice. It's just fire wine. It's gonna have a bit of a bite, but warm us up.
Well, fine by me.
Better do this now than when we get higher up.
Exactly.
Oh yeah,
That's when you
drinking
start
and
having. That's when you start having some real problems.
could even kill you if it hits you strong enough. As he's willing to take his
Trust
glass.
me, I've been told.
She says that like she's disappointed.
She probably is.
It might be a bit too late to ask this, but does anyone have any fear of heights?
Not really.
No.
She actually pulls out the drinking horn.
I've never really been that high up, so I can't really say.
What about fear of falling?
I mean, I think
really.
everyone would be scared of that.
I believe all intelligent life is afraid of falling, sir.
Fair enough.
Except those you know have feather fall.
Mm-hmm.
I'm less afraid of the ball and more the sudden stop at the end.
I
Why would you be afraid of the stomp at the end? That's just the end.
Scrap needs to develop a bomb that just explodes bouncy foam everywhere, and you just throw it under him when he falls.
Oh,
So
hey.
he is going to be handing out small bowls of simple bone broth, and then he puts his trunk on Flora because his hands are full. Well, that is if the fall kills you. It could just leave you horribly disfigured.
Exactly.
No, at that point, I would hope that somebody in this group would do me the justice of just ending it.
There's also
Nope.
the unfortunate outcome of you survive, no one knows you're there, and then you exist for.
I forget, does someone in this
wow.
party know mending?
No.
No.
I've asked that so many times. Why? Do you have fabric that broke?
No, it's like, well, if your bones are broken, can you mend them?
Your
No.
bones don't count as an object while you're alive.
I
Yeah,
don't
we have
know.
to kill you first.
I'm pretty sure a bone counts as an object, but
This
Not
is
if
a
you're alive.
morbid conversation.
Yeah,
Toma,
well,
same
They
joke
kind of
of
transferred
someone
into out
having,
of game
like,
for a
magic.
second.
Yeah. Okay. I'll just say it. Toma, not if you're alive.
Mhm.
damn.
As long as it's
It's
not.
part.
if,
It's
it,
part of a creature.
if it's in
Well,
the
that's
body, no.
That's the thing, Flora. I'm pretty sure I would survive.
I.
That's
Hmm.
the problem.
Are you constructed differently, sir?
I've been told that a couple of times now.
Drink your soup.
You know, Peleus, I don't think we've had the chance to learn much of.
Straight up built without the manufacturer's one.
Assembly defect, as it were.
Why are you the way you are?
It's a very
He
broad
sort of
question.
chuckles.
Kato raises a hand and then lowers it, confused.
That is an exceptionally broad question, Flora.
Well, I mean, you've been with us for a while, and you seem so adamant about all of us getting to know each other, so...
I think people work better when they actually know each other. When they know why they're fighting.
So let us know.
I know, I'm answering Flora's question.
Mm-hmm.
Bryn, can you scroll down on the stream?
On the for where?
Just on the map. Damn it!
I had to, they were there for a technical demonstration. Scroll back up. He's doing a bit.
I just noticed there were just like some brown bears down there for some reason.
Micah
Yeah.
didn't know how to put health bars on tokens.
Okay.
I still have,
Uh,
I forgot about it. That I'll do that later.
Okay,
Anyways.
okay. I'm
So
trying
tell
to...
us about yourself. We know you
Okay.
come from Lyon.
Yes?
Relatively well-off family.
Yes, my family's actually one of two major ruling families within the city. We are more so the merchants, transportation, and craftsmen of the city. We actually were originally three families and were a key part in rebuilding the city after a Varisian invasion sacked it. The three families later came together to form the And Your family, which just simply became the most prominent name, and has continued on for some time now.
Got a
Yeah,
Does your mother have a name? Do you have a dad?
Do any of us have
Oh.
a dad?
1 second, let me pull up my Google Doc on this real quick.
Well,
I have
he
my
got-
notes and my backstory. I haven't had to use the name for so long.
Nope. Brother, there was a third family, and they got him.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean they got him?
Shame. They used to share their military.
I mean, I know Flora has 3 siblings. I know Strep has 2 other siblings. I'm an only child. Yordrick, actually, that brings up a good point. Do you have any family?
I have my
all
parents.
got eaten by birds.
Both of my parents are still over in Wekingar. I'm an only child. I have a check. She's sort of like an aunt, but she's not by blood. It's complicated.
Y'all don't like
As for
giving
my-
names.
As for myself,
cryptic as
my
fuck.
mother's name was Arilu.
Can you spell that?
Yes, I can. Give me a second to Control C, Control V for you.
He's
Well,
speaking in tongues.
Flora, I think the cold's starting to get to his head.
Poor sap.
Just
cool.
a bit. Maybe he
I
could
hear-
benefit from one more drink?
It's the mountain madness.
She's gonna
I
put
could-
down the bottle.
No, I insist, please, by all means. Another drink.
Can't just. I hear
Okay.
frozen stupid is permanent.
One more can't hurt. That's probably about all that would be left in that bottle.
Well, may as well use it now.
2 drinks in, con save, champ.
Oh,
All
I've
right.
got more.
Oh, she has more.
There's always more. God,
How
I hope
much-
I failed this.
Flora's
How mu-
backpack just clinks at this
Actually-
point.
How much would it hurt Peleus if Scrap turned the aged Leonian wine into a Molotov?
Yes, you can choose to fail. Scrap science would be baffled. Wine doesn't ignite.
Sure, I'll choose to fail. He's in a state. We'll
You
say.
can always choose to fail.
Sure, we'll choose to fail.
You're a lot more relaxed.
So my mother actually raised me from about age 1 to 8, and then she was killed by something I'm not entirely sure of.
What about before that?
Before that, she was raising me.
You said 1 to 8, so it's like a year there.
Well, I said around until I was 8 or so years old.
And your dad?
He looks at the bottle. Flora, what did you give me?
It's just fire wine. I got it in Galliva.
We all got things we don't understand in Galliva.
He's gonna take his jacket off.
Well, my father wasn't very involved in my upbringing, and after my mother's death, I was adopted by my uncle, who raised me alongside his son as if I were his own. That is until I became the man I am today, and eventually found my way over here at my father's request.
Wait, so your dad didn't raise you, but he gets to order you around?
Yes.
Weird.
Huh.
As for why I'm here, why I'm following through on it all, I wish I could honestly give you a straight answer. To be entirely honest, after all this blows over, I'm not really sure what I'll do. Once we finish up our business back in Illyria after all of this, I don't know if I'll be needed back home, or if I will stay. I honestly have no idea where I'm going at this point.
Sometimes we just do what others tell us to do until we figure out what to do for ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
What do you
No, I have
wanna
a
do?
question for you.
Hmm?
Why is a prodigal artisan traveling at her grandfather's behest all the way to Illyria?
Oh, you mean me
Like,
not...
it's a impression. I said Dahlia, I thought.
I thought you... Sorry, I didn't hear. I thought you said Flora. Say again?
I said, why is a potential masterful artisan, instead of picking up a sword and traveling all the way across the world to Illyria at her grandfather's behest, as I get the distinct impression that my father and your grandfather are two very, very different creatures.
Maybe.
Trying to start a myth. Why are you trying to start a myth?
You can have some culture in this chat. I'd love to start a myth.
You don't know.
I think I understand the question. Why am I here? What am I doing what my grandfather told me to do?
I mean, back home you could have been a masterful artisan. You could have lived a peaceful life, helping so many people with your work. And yet, you came here instead. You left all of that behind. I wouldn't even be here. I wouldn't have left my family behind if it weren't for my father's demands, so I understand my situation. Flora, I understand, is running away from a lot. As is Yordrick, and Scrap was born there, but you remain a mystery. You had so much potential back home, and yet you left it.
Oh, okay, well, first off, sweetheart, I have just as much potential here.
You're walking a very different path, though.
Kato in the background. Oh. Just as a show.
And chose to draw blood rather than art. I mean, sure, you still
Can
paint.
do two things.
Yeah, I can do two things. Scrap's right! I can do two things, why can't I do two things? It's called having a hobby, Pallius.
Your hobby is cutting people up.
Actually, if you notice, I try not to do that.
Okay, well, when you put it that way.
Pallius, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you actually look back at a lot of stuff we do, you and a lot of the other people are the ones who go in for the kill. Sure, I wound, but I never kill, typically. Unless I have to. Because at that point, it's just, you know, it's them or me, and, you know...
Well, if you claim to be the leader of the guild, then you must take responsibility for your subordinates' actions. You're the one who guides them down the path and allows them to go and do it.
Pallius, don't flatter yourself. You know you don't listen to me. You're just trying to shove blame to another.
Oh no, I fully bear the weight of my own sins. I do not care to shove them onto you.
You would be flattened by the amount of sins on my back.
You can't fathom the amount of dead men behind me.
I don't know.
How many
Palace,
breads?
what is it that you want to know about me? Maybe something I can't even answer. What do you want to know?
How many pieces of bread have you eaten?
How many breads?
6,983.
That's ridiculous. There's no way you've been keeping count.
A notebook falls out of Dolly's pocket. Bread counter.
Another
Oh
thing.
my gosh.
You said you were on a journey to return to the fire plane to set someone close to you at rest.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you come to Illyria instead of staying in Narabani? I'm sure there's plenty of places that would have been able to aid you in your crossing there instead of here.
So first off, about that, technically it's up to me as the daughter to be able to fulfill that request. By tradition, I'm not supposed to get too much help, which is why my grandfather just can't take me to the capital and just, look up any information about what we need for that. Kind of had to figure
Right.
that out myself. That, and apparently it takes a lot of magical power to do so, and I was not at that level. Still,
isn't
technically
family-
not.
Does that mean that the majority of your lineages are mages then?
Nope.
Odd that you would have a tradition that would require such power. Then.
Mm-hmm. Look, I'm gonna make it very clear to you. To a point, I really do trust my grandfather. He has been there since I was little, ever since I was 6 years old. Him and my father knew a lot that I don't really know about. I mean, he's a shinobi. My uncle's a shinobi. My dad, well, he was an innkeeper, but he knew what they did. All I know is that they are trying to help me.
So,
I mean, trust me, I
Really?
have enough questions about a lot of things myself.
so you came to Illyria seeking more power then?
I figured just more power to come about it. Honestly, I came to Illyria for 2 reasons. One, grandfather recommended it. I was out of the capital, and he just kind of thought that it'd be better for me to go out and broaden my horizons. And Strap was there, and I knew Strap for a long time, so I figured, I'd have a friend in the city of Illyria. I actually ended up saving his brother on my way to Illyria, which is kind of cool because I got to meet Shank.
I'm surprised he
So
didn't
great.
rob you.
Well, he was kind
from
of
the closet.
dying when that happened, and then I
Yeah,
healed him.
I'm still surprised he didn't rob you.
You might have to deal with undead on this mountain.
Just look over at Yardrick. What the heck was that?
Alright, that was something else. Hell of a
No,
segment.
sorry, I wasn't. Sorry.
Too late. Too late. Okay, you're in character. Never mind.
Yeah. I haven't
My
heard
bad.
what people have been talking about the last few minutes. They've been having a conversation.
Oh, the same old, same old. Peleus wants answers from me, but I don't really have answers for him.
Oh, okay.
Well, I
So
was
not
just
much
trying to
missed
ask
then.
questions. If you have more for me, then go right ahead.
I'm pretty sure I've said everything. I don't really. Again, what do you want? you
I'm not
asked
sure what
you
kind of
asked me these.
conversation you guys want to be having with company.
I don't know. That's the thing. Like, he asks me these questions often. I'm just very confused. What is your
It just-
interest?
It doesn't make sense to me, Dahlia. I don't understand someone with such a promising career that didn't need to involve any bloodshed turn into this sort of life, I guess.
Kato would raise his trunk.
Yes, Kato?
What one? If you're looking for the elemental plane of fire, I may have something for you at the end of this journey.
Ooh. See, Peleus? You can't get that information staying at home.
I mean, have they not told you what my order does?
Honestly, no. I kind of walked off the other night without learning too much.
Well, we protect the natural world and venerate the spirits of the elements. As he
That's
points to the
nice.
totems on his belt, let me get the actual descriptions of what each one is. They're like a sash. Sorry, not belt. Bandolier. It's a sash. It's a boulder bear, a fire cat, a river snake, and a thunderbird. They're is a strong connection to the plane of fire in the Khali Desert.
Oh. That could
I
be
didn't realize
useful.
the K was silent.
Mhm.
He is an accent to this. Young Peleus, do you not recall the advice I gave you when we met?
I remember some of it, yes.
I applaud you asking these questions, but if the lady cannot answer, perhaps you need to observe
I'll tell you what, Peleus,
and think of your own conclusions.
besides certain key items, I will allow you to look at anything you want in my inventory or like what I have on me to just if you want to do any research.
Well, the last thing I tried to research, I thought about almost trying to smash it to find out if it was magical or not, so no,
You were
I think
gonna
I'll
what?
Well, if it was a magical mask, then, you know, it wouldn't have broken.
I don't know, you're a strapping lad. You could probably break things if you choose to, especially what is
Well,
it, porcelain?
if it's non-magical, then yes. Would be no problem then. But I didn't feel like breaking Dahlia's things for no reason, it's just in case.
No, typically he wants a reason to break my shit.
No, if she gives me a reason, I'll do it.
Dynamics
Sometimes she
must be
does.
rather complex.
Charlie
But she's fun to chase through the streets.
Oh yes, have you been to the Rage Room back in Hilaria?
No, I don't think so.
You should give that a look sometime.
The what?
The Rage
What's that?
Room?
There, let me get the proper name off the spreadsheet. Why is the first thing I saw soup?
Soup.
Yeah.
Soup also runs Rage Room.
The Battle Ragers Ballroom. It's just a place where people take old furniture and glass they don't want and destroy it.
Okay.
You can
Scrap.
pay to break shit.
Has it ever occurred to you that there is more to me than just violence?
I mean, yeah, but you seem like you might enjoy it.
I think that was just more of a recommendation.
You were just talking about breaking stuff.
I said I thought about it and then thought better of it. I just get so tired of some people always thinking that's all I am.
Well, Peleus, if that's the case, why don't you tell us some of your hobbies?
You're a very skilled pot maker.
Yeah? Seems like
Decent.
pottery.
You
Honestly,
got
those
that?
vessels were quite exquisite.
Yes, I was taught by my mother and later the other members of our family.
By the way, Scrap, I need alchemist tools check if you're actually gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'll give you a last bardic.
We'll see how many you can make. Continue.
Intelligence?
Yes.
I mean,
Continue, please. Sorry.
was your mother a nice person? Enjoy a lot of time with her?
Nice is a word.
Hmm.
She was a very strong woman. She
okay.
had big plans for our family. For the city at large, really.
So then,
And
I don't know. How do I say this without sounding like an absolute fucking prick? And I genuinely mean that. Genuinely mean that.
I mean, strong
What-
women raise strong children.
What do you want? What does Peleus the person want?
I think
For yourself, not for the family. For you.
most of all is to be able to make that choice.
Alright? And how do you think you're gonna go about that?
I have no idea.
Do you know what's keeping you from making the choice?
Dolly, we both know exactly what's keeping me from making that choice.
Okay, do you have any idea how to get rid of the thing that's making you keep that choice?
Not without destroying everything in the process.
Just kind of shrugs. She goes, "Oh,
Mhm.
that may be a decision you have to make then."
Reminds me of military life.
Easier said than done, Dahlia.
Grandpa said that my grandmother gave up a lot of things to be with him.
Well, maybe your grandmother was a very strong woman. And
Is
maybe I am a very weak man.
is the alchemist thing in another room or in this room?
Oh, it's one room, one extra bedroom, and the implied shitter. Think of it as like it is. It's a big cabin. It's all one thing.
So you said you're a really weak man?
In a sense, power takes on many forms.
I mean, Peleus, that's why we have guilds.
What? What are you getting at?
Peleus, alone you may not be able to change anything. Simply, that's typically why people form guilds, to help, bolster strength through numbers and ideas and different strengths. So maybe if you really want to be free to make your own choices, maybe you just need help.
Grab walks over with the 3 potions. I think he meant willfully weak. Who wants these?
I mean, even if it's willfully weak, still.
I will take one of the healing potions if no one takes one. I do not have.
Yeah, free
one.
basic healing potions, 3 total.
I will take one.
I got some ways to heal myself already. Someone else take them.
Laura. Say, remember they're also best given to people who can teleport.
Yep.
I
Flora
should-
been damn quiet in this
I
conversation
should probably take one.
Cat is
too. Flora's the one who started this too.
Say, Flora's also having a conversation with Kato right now.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
We're just trying not to interrupt you because we like what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I feel free to jump back in anytime. We're all sat around the same place, so.
If I heard what I heard correctly, I would just agree with Dahlia.
I mean, when you're surrounded with allies, it's easier to stay positive about the future.
Honestly, I can agree with Dahlia on this, Peleus. Being part of this guild has given me strength that I didn't know I could have. It helps when you know that there are others that support you and care for you.
Kato raises a trunk.
Hmm?
Kato raises his trunk again.
Yes.
Sorry, I don't mean to keep interrupting, but small room. Well, I was lost, much like yourself, without my own direction, more just my directives before I found my order. It helped me become stronger not only physically, but mentally. Have you tried meditation, son?
I do, regularly, actually.
Well, that's good.
Like I was saying before, with the
do
pottery
wonders.
in and of itself is a form of meditation for me. It reminds me that I am more than just a tool of destruction. That I can do more with my hands than break bones and knock people out.
Tell me, son, do you have religion in your life?
Not really, no.
I would like to recommend it, sis. You seem to be touched by Uther himself. And while beliefs may differ, you could see yourselves as the fangs of a wolf to protect and feed its pack, not a sword of a bloody hunter just killing for the sake of it.
Maybe I will, maybe not.
Well, I'll leave you with this then, alright? The people who are crazy enough to believe that they can change the world are the ones that typically do. So, believe that you can set yourself free from whatever you're in, and maybe you'll accomplish it.
Oh, I have to admire that beautifully positive outlook, Dahlia.
Grab looks over at I have a question.
That who?
At Kaido.
Kato? Okay. I said, Kaido? Oh no.
We're fucked if that. We're fucked if
Oh,
that's
no.
the case.
Kaido.
Yeah. Oh, yes,
Um,
son.
I don't mean to interrupt this whole thing that's going on, but maybe a slight change of subject might lighten the mood a little bit. Do you know of anything that is, and he raises up his hands to do quotes, sharp and or good at digging and breaking rocks that might be in this region?
Well, as he strokes the beard that doesn't exist. I know that there are dioramas that sometimes appear here, and this is just a legend, but some sort of half-goat, half-person abomination. Territorial things. Mostly in the rockier areas. They dig out their own caves. Why do you ask, young friend?
He looks towards Dahlia and Flora. Vivian wants one.
She wants one what?
One of whatever he just said.
I said two things.
The thing that digs its own tunnel, probably.
Goatman. Oh, if those exist.
I mean,
I had terrible rumors.
are they typically bad?
I've heard stories, that's the thing. I've just heard stories of hikers being plagued by sentient goatmen with spears. No matter how much they tried to negotiate, they would just bleat at them, and almost as if the understanding only went one way.
I mean, you can talk with animals. Maybe you could understand them.
I might be able to.
I mean, hey, if we run into them and we have to fight them off and one dies, then we can send them Lady Vivian's way. Wait. No. I said I'd be fair about this. I understand that everyone in this group has an okay thing with undead. Tally,
We often use them over in the castle.
Palace, would you be okay if we found one and we sent it to Lady Vivian?
What a simple creature.
You
She
just,
really has been a crucial help to this guild thus far.
I
so-
just don't want to put a blood red coin in its mouth without consentence from the group, like last time.
Just do it. If we manage to find one.
Thank you.
Kato hands Yordrick a water. Stay hydrated even on the mountain.
Oh, yeah, it's very important.
So am I keeping this last healing potion?
I guess so. Worst
Wait.
case, someone asks for it later.
Do you not
I mean,
have others?
do you want to give it to
I've
Kato?
got 3 other potions.
Okay, I think I
Well-
only...
So, I mean, do you want to give it to Kato?
If he wants it.
Might
He's
be
part of,
a
he's part of
good
this
idea.
journey we're on right now.
He's part
And
of
he
the
also helped
expedition.
find them.
He's got less ways of regaining HP in a way than I do, so I mean, you know.
Okay, Kato will take 1 healing potion.
Well, it's getting a little late. Unless anyone else wants to talk, I'm gonna retire.
We do need to be mindful. If I had to guess, we might have to deal with some corpses rising out of the snow and ice tomorrow.
God, what is with you,
Why-
knowing this
Why
stuff?
are you saying that?
Well, whenever people die around areas of high planar energy, they don't exactly stay dead. And considering it's a storm, we're going to be dealing with a lot of fresh snow tomorrow. Things will be hiding in the snow more than likely.
Alright, well, if anyone can help us, or help me keep us hidden, I'd appreciate it. Things can attack
very
us if
good.
they don't know we're there.
Does anyone have a shovel?
Looks
Yeah.
to scrap.
Yeah, everyone just looks at scratch.
Time to
Everyone wants to
shine.
scrap.
Kato, shouldering the burdens, will put on his winter gear and nod as he will take the shovel and exit the cabin.
What is he doing?
What?
He gets the bronze shovel. I have no idea what he's doing with it.
He is starting to bury the sides of the house.
Oh,
in
okay.
snow.
That makes sense.
Yeah. But in a way, so kind of like forming actual like walls out of the stuff that's not powder yet. That way it doesn't blow away at the slightest breeze.
Dahlia makes a note to herself that next time she does the house, make sure that she makes it completely white.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, are we all good?
I think so.
I think so.
believe so. Unless you still wanted some of that gossip.
I mean, we do have an entire ladies' room to the right of us that we can use.
Oh, come on. I just spilled my
Let's
soul
go.
to you. Come on.
There is now a snowy hand on your shoulder, Peleus.
Sorry, Playus. Girl time.
Dahlia slams the door.
Yeah.
By the way, the other room, unlike the hammocks on the outside, it is just like a nice furnished room with two beds on the like either side of the
Yep.
room.
The bedroom furniture is determined by the caster.
There's like there's like a comfy chair in the corner, and next to that one is like this like, you know those like 1920s like laying down like lounging chairs.
Yeah.
It's one of those.
As they leave, Scrap looks over at Peleus and then down at the bone broth he has, takes a sip. I like to collect books.
Kato, fresh in from the snow, smiles and says, "Ah, a good lad." And then it's bedtime.
But every time we learn something new about Scrap, it's just like this nonchalant thing he just says.
He doesn't like. I like how Strap doesn't like say stuff or pour heart out. He just makes a statement.
He doesn't
Matter of
need
fact.
to. He doesn't have the same type of shit as everyone else.
I know.
Kind of the best.
I love
It's
it.
kind of just the best. I'm not gonna lie. I like to collect books.
I collect fungus and spores.
Wait, I want to
Like
know, what kind of books does he collect?
I collect fungus and spores. I hope you mean as a hobby.
Do you
No,
ask him
seriously,
what
Scrap.
kind?
Yeah, no, like I know we're gonna do the long rest. I just want to write that detail down. What kind of books specifically?
I mean, it kind of depends. Sometimes I get most of the way through a book and then I decide I don't like it, but in general, I feel like what was that book that I had at the start? It was like a autobiography.
Yeah, the autobiography
Yeah.
of Callius Belial. It should be in your treasures.
Yeah. I tend to enjoy biographies. Anytime anyone looks at something a different way, or if they are known for discovering a new thing.
So you like hearing about different discoveries and people's perspectives on the world?
Well, yeah, if you only come at something from one perspective, then how do you really know it?
True. Different cultures, different places, different people have different views on different things.
Cato just says, Cato pulls out his copy of the Codex Naturius. I'm afraid if you try to read all this, you'd be reading forever.
So it's a magic book.
Well, yes, its knowledge is theoretically infinite, depending on your location.
Does its contents change as you change location?
Slow nod. It adapts
Sounds
to teach
very
you about
useful.
what is to teach you about what is around you. Unfortunately, gentlemen, is only for the eyes of our order.
Didn't you say he showed Scrap it on the way up here?
He showed the book. Just hey, look at this. As in, you can't have it, you can't read
Wow.
it.
Probably written in Druidic or something anyways.
Maybe it's just only members can read it.
Dahlia's gonna come back out for half a second.
Oh,
Okay, first off, you should point to Peleus' Strap. We need to start a book club.
she has bat vision.
Second thing,
Were you eavesdropping on us when I should have been eavesdropping on you?
She just smiles.
Peleus, you be the bigger man. You're older. Act like it.
Actually, I think
I
he
imagine-
is a year older than me.
Wait, Dahlia, how old are you?
23.
24.
See?
I would find it funny that I think that Dahlia just came out of the room and she's already got her nails painted and a different hairdo on somehow.
In her jammies.
Well, here's
They
the
somehow had an
Here-
entire scene
no,
over in
no.
the
So,
few moments we were out
here's the thing, though. None of it was Flora.
Yeah.
Oh,
and not pajamas. These are so cozy. Jammies is the only one that'll work.
Yeah. Dahlia does pull out a book out of her bag and just hands it to Peleus. This is for the one you gave me. Try reading this one.
She just threw a book at you.
Grab sips his bone
Feels
broth
it.
because nobody asks him what his.
Okay. Wait, what was that?
Scrap
Wanna
sips
run
his
that?
bone broth because nobody asked him what his age is.
think you've already
We
told us
know
you're
how old
17.
you are. Yeah, we know how old you are. We don't have to ask.
How old is he?
17.
Damn it.
Wow, you had friends that paid attention. Shocker. So sad for you.
Oh man, that sucks, dude. You
Glad
got
you
people
did.
caring about you. Damn, that sucks. Okay, what book does Dahlia give me?
It just has a picture of what looks like this semi-demonic, semi-godly-like ape face on it, and it just says the Monkey King. Essentially, this is in like our world, it'd be considered the Journey to the West with Sun Wukong
Yep.
and everything.
I give you a
everybody-
mildly amused and mildly annoyed look. I don't
but
know
it's
how to
all
convey.
legally distinct.
He goes,
Is Journey to the West even copyrighted anymore?
No, but I
No.
refuse to be that derivative.
here.
We're trying.
She kind of sees the look of like, oh, come on, give it a try. It's actually pretty good.
Fine, fair enough.
That,
Smoking
and it
weed.
pertains a bit to what we were talking about. And she'll just like, she immediately just closes the door again. You just hear,
Can she hear?
you just hear 3 locks.
Kato just whispers, "Can she hear everything that goes on in here?"
It's a small house.
Mm.
Me.
I'm more wondering why she thinks she needs 3 locks.
Speaking of locks, don't block out sign. Let's listen into the gossip.
So Kato's gonna stand between you and the door, shaking his head.
Yordra could just take prestidigitation. No, that's thaumaturgy. Never mind.
I'm the one
They
who
should do
got
the same
them
spell.
together in the first place. I want to know how it goes.
If you are truly their friend, Laura will tell you when it is her time.
I hate when you're right.
With
You
age
hate
comes
when he's
wisdom.
right. You've known him like 2 days.
Yes,
And I'm often right.
and
With
I hate
age
when
comes
people are,
wisdom.
and I hate when people are right. And I'm not.
You must despise me then.
Yes, with a burning passion.
I'm glad we
Travis,
sorted that out.
I plan to kill you when you fall asleep. Well, let us rest. Come, Peleus.
You just hear Dolly from the other room squeal.
You killed him?
house!
As Kato just ushers everyone to their hammocks and just let's rest, gentlemen.
You think I'm just gonna hold up Yordrick and Kato?
Magic.
Okay.
You guys get the bottom bunks. Just
Probably a good
For
idea.
safety. As the night passes, everyone press the long rest button.
Ah, yes, I get back all the spell slots I didn't spend.
You're a warlock. You shouldn't be. Kato gets 2 of his back.
Ah, yes. 10 hit points.
Kat, did you tell Dahlia everything?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Good. This pleases the wizard.
True girl talk fashion.
Even the stuff we said today.
No, not the stuff we've said today.
Okay.
We could if she probes for more.
It's Dahlia. They love a story portion.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I will ask now. How does Dahlia feel about her actions now?
Oh, she still feels awful about it.
I know, but does
Just because it turns out good doesn't mean it was
Yeah,
good to do in
no.
the first place.
I didn't know if the happy ending helped.
She's happy. She's not happy. She's relieved. I will say that.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
thought
that's
she
what-
thought for
come on, man.
sure that she just ruined an entire relationship.
No, Zedric is pregnant.
Oh, thank God.
Over the phone. But yes, it is the morning, and it is still snowing, but it is no longer a blizzard. There was definitely a massive snowstorm last night.
You jokingly say Zedric was pregnant, and Scrap no cap responds with, "Wait, elves can do that too."
We'll never know, young Scrap. Come, you need breakfast. Tato ushers Scrap to breakfast.
Okay, I guess I have breakfast.
Yes, he makes another soup. He's going full senshi.
Alright, soup time.
Soup time, soup time. Gonna commit some mountain crime.
What?
You're not supposed to say it.
As he actually pulls out a magical item.
Ooh.
God, I
I
just
told him
sorry. I just got back to the Far and Wide chat. I just saw the monkey face. Good lord. Fucking
Monkey.
jump scare my fucking ass.
Hold on. Let
Glad it got somebody.
me... You
God.
said semi-demonic monkey face.
Oh no.
I was reading Flora's things. I was busy.
I know, that's why this is funny.
I was off screen. I wasn't aware.
As he will, as everyone is up, he will just, he pulls out a pitcher with a bunch of different runes carved into it. Would you prefer milk or coffee?
I think coffee might assist us getting through the day.
I'm pretty sure I can't process milk properly, so.
Ladies?
Yeah, I'll take milk.
Well, he can only make one.
Oh.
Currently, there's 2 votes for coffee.
Coffee then, yeah.
Is this what I
Actually,
think it
do
is?
you have a special coffee recipe?
It is standard issue from the order. It is strong, but not too bitter. Yeah, I don't know if it's what you think it is. You only, yeah. For all I know, you think this is a bomb.
Can he make mayonnaise with it?
I
No.
don't know. Would you like him to make that instead?
No.
And just pour it into your
It is
cereal bowl?
Here's a hot cup of mayonnaise.
As he begins pouring coffee for everybody. Assuming because this cabin does come complete with dining stuff. And now, yeah, it's been...
1 day since you.
Where's
No,
my-
I'm looking at... It's, the cabin's about to expire, so...
We're just sitting eating food and then we're just
Well.
sitting out in the snow.
Well,
I mean-
time to get moving.
Dahlia knows it's gonna happen. She's just rushing people out. She goes, "Okay, guys, you need to get out of here because this thing will just shrink into
Well-
nothingness."
Exactly, so eventually you all... He gives you a vegetable soup and very hot coffee. Like, very hot.
So you do see the house is
And then
kind
he's-
of. Sorry.
Yeah, and then he stows it away and quickly runs out the door after getting his winter gear on.
Yeah, as it kind of shrinks down, it suddenly erupts into like this little thing of blue butterflies.
Ooh,
That seems
pretty.
extremely dangerous.
So that's what happens when houses die.
Have you seen houses die before?